Boy, oh boy, that was a rocky start. Hello! Welcome, it's Ryan from Knights Around the Table. Thank you so much for joining me, Cthulhu/Casper. I hope other people have tuned in. What just happened was, as you may or may not know, a couple days ago, maybe it was yesterday, Twitch had a terrible, catastrophic hack, and everybody's usernames and passwords got leaked who knows where, so everybody had to change them, and then Twitch changed their stream keys, which is how you make the streams happen. And as you may know, I use a service called Restream that bounces my stuff to all kinds of different platforms, and so it's almost like they were just catching on to it. I was all on top of it. I was making sure that I had everything was, you know, reconfigured, and an OAuth was rechecked and all that noise, and it's just like a couple of hours ago they're like, hey, we just reset all your stream accounts, and anyway, it was a rocky start. Hey, djmachv. Good. Great BGB. Thank you so much, Dave O'Brien. Hold on. Here's the game we're looking at. There. So it's going to happen. I promise you. The game's on the table. But first a note about the music, because I like to say boring things. I'm going to keep playing with the sticky tag. This is really addictive. So I was using Epidemic Sound, which is a royalty-free music service to stream music to the background that I wouldn't get copyright dings for, which is very, very nice. What's not nice is that it's like 15 bucks American a month. So I thought, how can I do this on the shoestring budget that I actually have? So I actually found out that a service I use called Pixabay for free images, a lot of which you've seen in the sort of the chapter headings or the interstitials in my how to play videos, they also have sound and music. And I was like, whoa, when I discovered that. So if you're really interested in tracks, let me know. I can bop over to VLC and let you know which artist is playing the thing that you're enjoying. But it's all this. It's all spacey stuff, because today I'm contacting you from outer space. Look, we're on Mars. Not excited. No, whoa. Back it up. We're not on Mars. We're terraforming Mars. So that brings me to the next thing. On Mars, that's coming up. I have a few things that I'm working on, and on Mars, excitingly, is one of them. Not immediately. I'm working on some other stuff. Let me show you. So this month, I'm doing a couple of projects for Rahdo's channel, some upcoming Kickstarters. The first one, they're simultaneous, actually. I got to build them at the same time. This one's Trinity of Rain, which is like a dudes on a map, area control, build up structures kind of thing. And then at the same time, I'm trying to do Rolling Heights from AEG, and I think both of those are up on Kickstarter at the beginning of November. So watch for those on Rahdo's channel, and I'll whenever you see me yapping, I'll blast those links out. And then on just the Knights Around a Table for free, I might add, I'm doing a Catan Seafarers video, which will complete the trifecta. I'll have how to play Catan and how to play Cities and Knights and how to play Seafarers. And you've heard me say numerous times on the stream that my top video of all time on the channel is how to play Catan. So it's worthwhile to me to do that. Might not be a game that you're necessarily into. If it is, cool. Look forward to it. It's exciting. And then finally, I will get to maybe some of the heavier stuff on Mars. This game, after having played on Mars, it really isn't so heavy. Hopefully we get through it cool. This is the big box version, which means that we are playing with these fancy schmancy 3D tiles. Check that out. How exciting is that? I want to see a show of hands. How many of you sprung for this? Because I have a few complaints that I want to make about it. Back on Twitch, more stable. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that Twitch is stable. Fun fact, Ryan's real name is Klaus Teuber. You promised you wouldn't tell. Back to this. 3D tiles. I want to know who owns Terraforming Mars Big Box, because the problem I have isn't with Terraforming Mars Big Box necessarily. It is with, well, let me get a graphic up for you. It is with this game right here. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. So no sooner had I received this game from Kickstarter, I was upgrading my original version of Terraforming Mars. I bought into the Turmoil Kickstarter, which has a bunch of expansions in it, and then they're like, oh, you can have 3D tiles on top of that. Despite owning a 3D printer, I thought these ones looked really nice from the pictures, from the mock-ups they did. So I went in the rare case where I'll back a Kickstarter, and no sooner had they delivered it to my house, and it took them a while. They deliver everywhere. I mean, there's a certain partner that people go with in Canada that just takes their sweet, precious time getting things out to people in Canada. And I have since learned that some people say if Kickstarter uses that fulfillment company, they'll get it from the store. They'll just skip that Kickstarter because it's so frustrating. So by the time this game came to me, this little thing, Ares Expedition, launched on Kickstarter, seemed to like be completely backed and then fulfilled, and everybody's talking about that, and nobody's talking about Terraforming Mars anymore, which makes me feel like, you know, I'm a big dope. What the heck am I blowing my cash for? This is still a fun game. This is still a fun game. I haven't played Ares Expedition. Let me know if you've played one or the other or both and what you think. Jawel's got the 3D tiles. Oh, good. Did you see? No, Jawel, did you look at like Thingiverse? I don't know if you have a 3D printer, but did you take a look at the ones on Thingiverse that people were making before they did the 3D tiles for this game? I hated them till I did a wash on them. Ooh, I want to see your pictures. I want to look at what the wash looks like. I think these are pretty cool. We'll see a few more of them as we play, but these are the cities. I sprung for the extra domes that go in the cities because I'm a chump and a sucker. But I thought they looked pretty darn cool. There's not a lot of depth to them, I agree. Shadowy, highlighty, depthy kind of thing, I mean. But I was pretty happy with them. Your mileage may vary. Yeah, I'll put them in Discord. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'd love to see them. Love to see them. What was he talking about? Yeah, Rolling Heights. I'm glad you're excited about that. I am too. Still in shrink. Haven't even unboxed it yet. Hopefully the client is not watching this stream. I sincerely doubt it. Down at the bottom right, I sabotaged myself. Down at the bottom right, there's a little counter that shows how many followers that I have amassed. The army I've amassed on Twitch so far. And if you want to be part of that army, that's the button you got to push. It's purple. It makes a noise. It might not make a noise, but click it and find out. And I would love for you to help me make that number go up during this stream. I'm trying to, YouTube's great. That's where my biggest, all my audience is. That's fine. Join me on YouTube. I hope you have a good experience there. But Twitch is where I'm trying to throw a few more people to enjoy this kind of thing. Eventually, I'll make the crossover. And in order to see this thrilling entertainment, you'll have to go to Twitch first, and it will re-air on YouTube. So if you want to be live and you want to see me say your name from the chat, you're going to have to be on Twitch eventually. Just for this style of thing, right? I'm still going to do edited stuff. Hopefully you've watched my How to Play Black Angel video, which was out last weekend. If you haven't watched it, please watch it or I'll cry. Because I spent so much time on it. It was so hard, you guys. It was so tough, that project. Here we are. So we're going to play solo. This is the way that solo works. I'm not going to explain how to play the whole game. I assume that many of you in chat know Terraforming Mars and have played Terraforming Mars. But be a brave soul. If you've never played, please hands up and let me know that if you're brand new to this game and maybe you're checking out the stream because you want to see what Terraforming Mars is all about. That would surprise me, to be honest. But yeah, let me know. Great. It's very good. What is that? Ares Expedition is very good, djmachv says. Here's how we play solo. We have to terraform all the different things. We got to get up to the top in temperature, and we got to get up to the top in oxygen. We got to build all 9 oceans in this many generations. However, we're using an expansion called Prelude, which gives me a little bit of a head start on my player economy board. It's an economy game. So that means that instead of going up to 14, we got to get to 12. So we put a little I put some sticky tack on it so it won't go anywhere. A little cube there, and then my little cube starts here as well, I believe. Or does it start up here? You let me know if you think I'm doing anything wrong. And then the generation marker, this was something that was in the big box. Little people, look at that little holy hand. Generation marker goes down here on generation 1. Let me just get down there so you can see it. Is the shot? No, it's down there. Trust me, it's down there on 1. It's all good. Hey, Varus, glad you can make it. The Black Angel video was very good. Oh, thank you so much. I thought you were talking about Ares Expedition for a moment. Back here. So I assume since the cube is starting on here, then I have to start here as well. Let's just assume that. And then the O2 marker, which they kind of stiffed me on. I don't know if you can see that, but like half of my O2 marker is missing. And I wrote to Stronghold Games and I said, hey, can I have another O2 marker? And they haven't gotten back to me. And it's been a little while, so this is just a reminder that I have to hit them up again, because that's nonsense. The thing won't even stand up. Great, and then temperature goes down here. And then the next thing, this is, I just put this on the screen because I bought it. So I want you to gawp at it with me. Look, this is cool, Mars rover. That's like a first player token. I am the first player because I am the only player. Righto. The next thing that we do is we have, what is this card? Oh yes, this is for the folks in the Discord server. By the way, I'll put up the link to the Discord server just so you can see it. They warned me against doing this, so let me see if I can get a closer view on that. This is an extra standard project that you get when you try TR63, which is where you have to get all the way to terraforming rating 63 in addition to terraforming Mars, which apparently is very, very challenging. So we're gonna chuck that away. We're not gonna deal with that. We're just gonna do the base thing. No expansions, no Venus Next, no colonies, no nothing. But what we have to do is I've got my hopper of cards over here on my right. So first we got to place 2 cities and some parklands. So the way you do that, oh boy, this is gonna be tedious, is you draw a card and you count. That's a 32. So you count as many spaces top left as if you're reading down to the bottom, and that's where you put the city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's where that city goes. And then for the next city, I'm gonna put that face down over here. For the next city, it's 3. That's going to be a little bit easier. So from here we go the opposite direction, 1, 2, 3, and that's where that city is going to go. Badoonch. And then starting with this one, we have to figure out where to put one of these parklands, and the number is going to be 13. That's annoying. Okay, so you start here and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's what that blocks off, and it doesn't belong to anybody. This is just to have stuff on the map to sort of build off of. And then the final card, and again, if you've done this before and I'm doing it wrong, you let me know. So now it's 4. So starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shazam. Now those don't, normally when you put down parkland, that's going to increase the oxygen level on the planet, but those initial ones, they don't. Okay, it's going pretty well so far, right? It's going okay? Great. Next step. These are corporation cards. In Terraforming Mars, everybody plays the CEO, or they play a corporation, not the CEO, because that guy or girl will be dead after the first generation. So you play as a corporation. That's weird, eh? Are there any other board games where you play as like not a person or an animal, like not a single animate object, where you just play? There's probably lots of games where you play as a company, right? I haven't played City of the Big Shoulders, but that's probably the deal with that too. So these are the corporations. I'm going to draw 2 of them and pitch the rest of the deck, and these are the Prelude cards. Normally when you play solo, there's a series of cards called the Corporation deck, and they make the game longer and nattier, and there's more complexity to it. And they say when you're playing solo, put the Corporation deck in there. Why did I mention that? Because these are the Prelude cards, and I forget, but I'm sure it was very important. So the Corporation cards are in there. These are oh yes, when you play with the Corporation deck, or I think this is just base game actually, all your metrics are supposed to start at 0. These are all currencies, and they're all supposed to start at 0. But what Prelude does is it just gives you a little bit of a head start, because starting at 0, it just takes a really long time to get your economy going. But over here, it's taking us down 2 steps, so it's giving us 2 fewer rounds to terraform Mars and win the game when you use these Prelude cards. So I'm going to deal a 1, 2, 3, 4. I get a choice of 2. So here we go. I should be paying attention to what you guys are saying in case I'm doing anything terribly wrong. I think in Dino Island you play as one of 4 different theme park companies. Yeah, that makes sense, because it's like a Jurassic Park kind of thing. What service was it that you used for background music? It's spot on. Thanks for asking, Cthulhu. I mentioned off the top, it's Pixabay, Pixabay.com. Usually they do public domain pictures. which I've used to great effect, I think, in some of my videos. I shouldn't say to great effect because that sounds like I'm tuning my own horn. I've used them extremely thankfully in my videos. Like, oh, thank God they've got a picture of this that I don't have to pay for. And I just realized today, as my mouse was hovering over that $15 American a month Epidemic sound license, and I thought, is there any way I can get around this? And then I looked up Space Ambient CC0. CC0 is Creative Commons 0, which means you can use stuff for free commercially, like I'm doing, because you know I'm rolling in the dough here when I do this stuff. That's what came up, is the Pixabay sound library. Whew, so good. Yeah, it's working out nicely. It's all this kind of stuff, all cosmic-y stuff. So let me go over here to player board land. My two choices of corporation are Valley Trust and Ecoline. And if you've played this game before, you know what the good corporations are. I have no idea what the good corporations are. And these are my 4 Prelude card options. But wait, that's not all, because this is one of those games where the first move takes up 30% of the entire game, because you also get to draw 10 corporation card or project cards. So let me just draw some of those. Smartphone Inc., I think you're a company. Yeah, very, very likely. City of the Big Shoulders, you're someone who runs companies. Oh, so you're a person who runs companies, not the corporation itself. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wouldn't it be wild if we found out, you know how you find out, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but at certain points in history, probably this point, certain corporations pay Hollywood and people who create film and TV to get certain ideas into their scripts. For example, ideas that might help make the public more sympathetic to war efforts, for example. Wouldn't it be wild if you found out that corporations were paying board game designers to have us play as corporations so we could more easily swallow the concept that corporations are people? Right, getting dark here already on the stream. Initial cities and forests, is that something special only for solo? Yeah, Trishel, thanks for asking. It is. So that whole setup step that we did, you just do that with solo. You don't do that with the multiplayer. And so over here, these are the 10 cards that I have drawn. Now, what's interesting about this game, that's going right off the camera. That's no good. Here, let's put them up here on the old player borderoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I can't count. 7, 8, 9, and a 10. All right. All right, so maybe you're already looking at these cards as a Terraforming Mars aficionado, knowing exactly what you would pick. I haven't looked yet. The subliminal advertising for corporations is not working. No, you're not buying the idea that corporations deserve personhood? I kind of find it a tough pill to swallow too, to be honest. And I would love to see a reckoning happen. Hold on, I'm rolling over my cords here. If I get these cords out of the way, I'll be able to get a closer view of these cards. Great, what have we got? Oh, so many options. Valley Trust is a corporation option. So I'm going to pick one of these two. I'm going to pick 2 of these 4. And I'm going to pick X out of 10 of these guys. And that's going to be my starting hand. But even after I pick them, I then have to buy them. So every project card you actually want in your hand costs you $3. And how much bucks do I have now? Currently 0, but my corporation is going to give me starting income. For example, the Valley Trust gives me 37, Ecoline gives me 36. So what do? You start with $37 as your first action, draw 3 Prelude cards, play one of them, discard the other 2. Okay. And the effect that I can use once per turn, oh no, it's not, it's just an effect ongoing. Whenever you play a science tag, you pay $2 less for it. Okay, that's Valley Trust, great. Ecoline starts with, whenever you see a brown border, that means it's production, and this is actual. So you get 3 plants, you get additional 2 plant production, $36. It says this is actually a use it every turn kind of thing if you want to, if you have the ability for it, or the you get 2 actions per turn. So if you waste an action on it, you can fire it off. Effect: you may always pay 7 plants instead of 8 to place 1 greenery. So between these 2 in the solo mode, I'm thinking that this will get me to that terraforming goal faster than this guy. Maybe. maybe. Although let's take a look at the Prelude cards because they're pretty powerful. I can already see, so what you're kind of looking for here is like synergies, right? So you're like strong in plants, well this has plants on it and that has plants on it, but maybe you want to be more balanced. I don't know, maybe synergy is a better way to go in multiplayer. This is my first time playing solo, by the way. All right, raise your terraform rating 1 step, increase your plant production 1 step, gain $5. Pretty nice, works nicely with Ecoline. This is increase plant production, energy production, and gain 2 plants, sure. This is triple energy production, anything else? No. This is draw 3 cards, increase your money production 1 step. After being played, when you perform an action, the wild tag is any tag of your choice. Pretty useful for reasons I will struggle to explain quickly right here. But I mean, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm already looking at like this guy, and this guy is a pretty strong way to go. Ecoline is good for solo as it helps with force. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, djmachv, you're right. Okay, as far as these project cards go, what do we got? Increase money 1 step for each space each space tag your opponents have. I don't know how that's supposed to work in solo, because the instructions say when you're playing solo, you always have an opponent that you can steal from, no matter what. So if you need to take plants from an opponent, your opponent always has plants for you to take, for example. But I don't know how it works when it's like specific quantities like that. Hold on, my cord's getting kind of tangled here. Oh, I've rolled over it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Freedom. Okay. So this is already, I'm going to sideways this one because maybe it's not so great. Decrease your energy, crank up money, and place this tile, the commercial district tile, 1 VP per adjacent city tile. So that's a city building strategy. Add 1 resource to a card with at least 1 resource on it. It's nice because it's cheap, it's $1. Earth Catapult. When you play a card, you pay $2 less for it. Oh, that's such a nice card. I've had that before. That's a very nice card. It just discounts all your projects by $2. Super nice. Ooh, that's in the realm of possibles. I'm gonna kind of do this because I'm liking these. I'm liking what's going on here. I'm thinking that this is going to be a bang up. Now, would you go diverse, or would you go all in on the plant strategy? I'm looking for synergies, right? Toll station we don't like. What else is going on here? Gain a plant for each city tile in play. There's already 2 city tiles in play, so that's kind of nice. And that kind of like stacks with this commercial district thing. It's like I could be the cities and plants guy. Ecoline, building you parks and dirty polluting cities. Invention contest. Look at the top 3 cards from the deck, take 1 of them into the hand, discard the other. It's all right. Decrease your production and go up in energy. What is this? $16. It's got to be 14 degrees or colder, and you increase your plant production a few steps. That is definitely on the list of I likes. This one shouldn't be in here because it's expansion, so I'm going to pull something else. I tried to weed out all the expansion ones before I played. Optimal arrow braking. When you play a space event, you gain $3 and 3 heat. Event cards are the red ones, by the way. Business network action. Look at the top card and either buy it or discard it and decrease your money. I'm not so big on that one. It's cheap, right? It's cheap. But I'm already spending, oh gosh. This is kind of like, I like having a long-term card and a short-term card. Decrease your, yeah, I don't like decreasing my money. I don't like it. It's not my favorite. I feel as if I'm floating through space. You are Diner Discussions. You are floating through space. Thank you for joining us. It's calming now, but you don't know. I've got a little bit of space rowdy music coming up. It's on shuffle, so we don't know what's going to happen. But don't get too comfy. All right. The toll station. Yeah, you're saying the toll station's not great. I've already ruled out the toll station. I'm just looking at this. $2 plus 3 to buy it. Look at the top 3 cards in the deck, take 1 of them and discard the other 2. So it's like a discount. No, I was going to say it's a discount on a card. It's not, because you're paying $5 to get it. And then another, yeah, I don't like it. Nope, don't like it. It makes that card more expensive. That's more like a late thing when you're looking like a last-ditch effort, like, oh, I just need one specific type of card. Well, that's when you would play that, maybe. Optimal arrow braking. Yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. I'm gonna say that these guys are gonna go. I'm thinking add a resource card to a card with at least one resource on it. I like this in case I get into cards that have, like, you know, there's cards where you can put they just, it's like, oh, six different kinds of currency aren't enough. We're gonna add more currency. So there's ones with bugs and microbes and animals and penguins, I think, on it. So that might be a good card to hang on to just in case I get into one of those cards that does that kind of thing. So I'm gonna keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And I'm gonna go with these guys. All right, so let's get this party started. So I'll take all my stuff and then I'll show you how I'm gonna lay everything out. And it worked in my brain, so let's hope it works. First of all, here's my card. Here are my hand cards. So great. I start with 2 production here and 3 actual plants and $36. 1, 2. 30, and I'm very bad with numbers, especially when people are watching me, so if I make any math errors, please let me know. So that's that guy, and I've got this action that I can use. Normally it costs $8 to build a park, to build Greenland. It's only going to cost me 7 for the rest of the game. Grand. So this one increases my production. Whoa, that's just the wrong thing, isn't it? I was like, why is that so slippy in there? These are the recessed boards that came out with Turmoil, by the way, and they're included in the big box. Over here, raise your terraforming rating 1 step and increase your plant production. So plant production is on 4 and gain $5. So another $5. Great. I kind of don't need to look at that anymore. That'll be up there. I need to keep this because it's got an ability on it. And then this is the other one I'm keeping. So this puts me up 1 further and 1 on the energy. And it gets me 2 more plants, so I'm almost all the way there to make it a little park. Great. Okay, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to cost me $15 to buy these cards into my hand. So the way I'm thinking it'll work, hopefully, is the cards I have in my hand that I haven't done anything with yet, don't be fueled, are going to go down here, and the cards that I've played are going to go more kind of like in this area. Is that going to work for everybody? I hope so. Have you played the Ares Expedition? No, I have not. We talked about it right off the top during Discussions POD and how I am annoyed that I blew all the money on the big box, and then it's like, whoa, Ares Expedition, who needs Terraforming Mars? Boom, kick it to the curb, set it on fire. Nobody cares. So here we are. You guys care, don't you? Sorry, Earth Catapult makes an invention thingy free. Oh, I see what you're saying. One plays off the other. I think 5 is reasonably ambitious to start off with, I hope. What I've missed, though, is I almost did it to myself. I get to go up, one of the cards says I go up 1 in my TR rating. Cool, so that's extra income off the top of every round. All right. Okay. This now that I'm putting all the... Let's move this light out of here. Now that I'm putting all my cards down, I'm like, man, maybe playing Terraforming Mars on stream was a bad idea. There's a lot of stuff going on. Streamer brain. Okay, let's focus. Here we go. Great. So it's going to cost me $15 to buy these cards. And then, right off the top of each round, you draw 4 cards. We got more choices to make. 3, 4. By the way, all of my other production is at Zilcho. So I've got Zilcho Construction, I've got Zilcho, I've got a cat hair in my cubes, I've got Zilcho Seance, Zilcho Heat. So these are just the 2 areas where I have a little bit of a head start. So these are the new cards that I can now choose to purchase into my hand. There's no place for me to put them. This is ill-advised. All right, triple plants, down in energy and up in money. I really like it. And it also says that you can build, oxygen must be 7% or less, gain 3 plants, place a city tile, decrease your energy production 1 step and increase money production. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. Definitely want to buy it because it bounces off. Ooh, this looks like it bounces off too. Noctis Farming requires 20 degrees or warmer, so that's going to be a much later in the game kind of thing. Increase your money production 1 step and gain 2 plants. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Media group. After you play an event card, gain 3. I don't like event cards. I don't like that card. But however, Tundra Farming. Look at all these green cards, these plant cards. Requires 6 degrees or warmer. Increase your plant production 1 step and your money production 2 steps. Gain a plant. I don't know. I kind of like it because it has plants on it. But these are both later stage. Would you buy later stage things just to hang on to, just for later on? Would you do it? What does math mean? Oh, math. I was like, yes, you're correct, math. Marriage. Okay. I'd like them, but if I bought them, I would be down to 15 or so bucks. What do I want to do in the first round? I would like to... I mean, this would be nice. Gain a plant for each city tile in play. And then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I would have the ability to buy plants because that's what I can do with this ability. So that would be a really nice start, wouldn't it? Nice to build up to here. Yeah, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So I'm going to pay $6. Why did I say it was going to be 15 bucks? That's not right at all. It's $6, so $3 a piece to buy both of these. So these are all, where do I put them? I don't even know. You know what? Here, they're later stage, so I'm going to put them sort of like in the later stage area. I do this when I play too. I think that's to focus on a little bit later. Earth Catapult a little bit later. These are more what's happening right now. All right, cool. And we begin to play. Oh, Domed Crater. This is also like a little bit later. Did I buy that? You let me know if I'm cheating. Hold on, I can count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just bought it. Okay, all good. Great, so first turn. So I can do 2 things, up to 2 things. The things are like play card, use an ability. There's little projects that you can do down here. Normally in a multiplayer game, you have this to worry about, these milestones and these awards, but in a solo game, you can just completely ignore that, which is quite nice to do. So, back to it. Great. So, sticking with the plan, I am going to, for the first generation, I'm going to, what was I going to do? Yes. I'm going to play the greenhouse card for $6, so 10 for 4. I didn't buy the big metal cubes, by the way, because I really didn't like these cubes here, because the corners, the paint on the corner kind of chips off and you can see the crummy plastic underneath. And I did not trust Stronghold Games, to be honest, to not put out metal cubes that were just like all the same kind of metal with paint on them, and the paint's going to just chip on the corners too. And I thought it was hilarious because apparently the people who made the cubes for them also didn't trust the cubes, and so the people who received those metal cubes, they got every single cube in a separate like dime bag. It was like packaged out the wazoo, presumably because the factory didn't want people complaining about chipped corners on their cubes. But am I using foot pedal to switch scenes? Yes, I am using a foot pedal to switch scenes. I don't know. I thought that was a funny story. Maybe not. Great. Greenhouse. It goes up here and gain a plant for each city in play. There's 2 cities in play, so I'm going to gain 2 plants. That's cool. And then I'm going to use this, which lets me pay $7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all my plants. But doink, 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 in order to build greenery tile. And so I'll just grab one at random. They're all pretty. Oh, wait. I think I'm allowed to. I don't have any... Yeah, right. I'm allowed to put it wherever the heck I want because this is my first thing. Yes. So obviously I want to put it somewhere nice and central where there are double plants for me to get. Probably. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Up here. It's nice, right? Up here, but that reduces my ability to get free stuff when I have lakes down there. I could put it over here. over here. No, I still like this. This is a really sweet spot. So I'm going to do that. If you see me doing anything terrible, it was a miscommunication. Oberon clarifies with those baggies. Let's see. It was a miscommunication about how to baggy. Clearly common sense did not prevail. The cubes are awesome though. You own them, don't you? Like the Anachrony ones. Ooh, the Anachrony ones are really, really nice. And I don't see them chipping anytime soon because they're not painted like these plastic ones are with like a really big, thick, chromy paint, right? The Anachrony ones are some kind of solid metal, probably lead, I don't know, but they just have sort of like a misting pigment on them that I don't see coming off anytime soon. I don't like how the metal gold cubes were generic gold bar tokens and not cubes from the images on the Kickstarter. Oh really? They were like they made them like ingot shaped. They weren't cubes like you would get like they weren't just, you know, metal versions of these guys over here. I thought they were all just cubes. Maybe not. Huh? I did not know. Right, back to this. So that was my whole turn. I did 2 things. Wow, this is gonna go fast. Even with all my jibba jabba. So down here, the next thing that happens is income, right? So income, so any energy you have turns into heat. I've got none, that's fine. And then you collect all your stuff. So I have 0 money production, so I get 0 money plus another 13. So I'm gonna take 10, 1, 2, 3. Again, if you see me doing something wrong, please let me know. Do 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 do. Woo! I figured out what I'm doing here. All these streams are like, you ever watch Elmo's World on Sesame Street with Mr. Noodle? I'm Mr. Noodle. So I'm like the grown-up bumbling around doing everything completely wrong. You guys are the kids screaming at the TV like, no, Ryan, you don't put the cubes on, you don't put pants on your head, Mr. Noodle. Losing your minds. Hope you're happy to know you're all screaming children in my eyes. Great, so there's money, nothing here, but I do get 4 plants. Huzzah, that's well on the way to building another park. Right, the other thing that I forgot to do, of course, whenever you build a park is you get to go up in oxygen. And check this out, this might be something to you. Did that work? No, it did not. Wait, let's try it one more time. Nope. Okay, one more time. Hey, we did it. It's an oxygen sound for making oxygen go up. Is that right? Mr. Noodle, things just got spicy. Not that Mr. Noodle, Varys. You're thinking about it wrong, Mr. Noodle. And because I erased the O2, one of these metrics of terraforming Mars, I go up to 14. Great, grand, cool. Thank goodness I didn't forget that. Great. Plants, I get 1 energy. And now we go up to generation 2, which you can't really see because my camera doesn't cover it, but generation 2 is down here. Well, generation marker, hello, is down here on 2. Great. And remember, I got to get this whole joint terraformed before we get up to 12. Whew, okay, here we go. Cracks knuckles. Great. So again, off the top of the round, you draw 4 more cards. When you're playing with multiple players, what you can do is, instead of just accepting your lot and just taking the 4 cards you draw, there's a drafting variant, and we've played with it. It makes the game longer for sure, but it makes the game way better. So, you know, drafting, you look at your 4 cards, and you take the one that best suits your synergy and pass the rest on, and then they pass another thing too. So you can hate draft, you can be like, I'm not letting you have another single plant card. Or you can, oh, it's great, I love it, We played this game for, I don't know, 7 to 8 hours at a cottage this summer. It was good fun. So here are my choices, and once again, it's $3 to buy them in, and my money is dwindling. I only have 27 bucks. All right, so what do we got? Ooh, I quite like this card, but it requires -6 or warmer. Place 1 ocean tile on an area not reserved for ocean. It's a nice that card. Soil Factory, decrease your energy production 1 step and increase your plant production 1 step. Also good for what I've got going on, because I have another one that does that, but it's not till, well, it's 16 bucks, that's 9 bucks. That'll get my energy production 0. You can't do something like this if you're unable to decrease the production it mentions. So if I use my 1 energy production on this, I won't be able to use it on this guy. But look at this one, increases my energy production, but it requires 7% oxygen. Oh my God, that's tough, Space Station effect. When you play a space card, you may pay $2 less for it. Very good card. Doesn't fit with what I'm trying to do here. These guys do, but I don't want to buy them all. I'll be broke. I'll be broke, you guys. Gee whiz. Ah, I like that. But 6 degrees or warmer, that's so late. And to refresh my own memory, what am I doing here? Increase plant production, which is very important. Man, how are you supposed to terraform Mars in 12 rounds? That's crazy talk. This is nuts. Earth catapult won't be able to do for a while. Domed crater, very good. $24 though. 20, and I could do that if I don't buy anything. I could do that this round. Oxygen must be 7% or less. Good. Gain 3 plants, which would enable me to build another. Yeah, you know what? I think these cards, as nice as they are, I'm gonna pitch them. I'm gonna pitch them. I gotta be frugal. I gotta be thrifty. Terraforming Mars often isn't the first game I reach for, but I never turn away from a game. Yeah, I hear you. You're a liar about the cube. Oh, look, the secret is out. Something, I think that's a swear word, effing something had the ingot gold instead of cubes in their upgrade kit. Egg on my face. I think you're probably trying to paste a link here, but let me know what game you're talking about. Joe House. Yeah, I thought that was some aftermarket one, the official package that came with the big box for cubes. Yeah, I thought they were cubes. Good, I'm glad we could sort this all out. Great, okay, so I purchased no cards because I really like what's going on down here. All right, it's time for my turn. So, carrying on with my plan, I will pay $24. Step 1, $24 areas to play the domed crater. The domed crater gets me 3 plants. It decreases my energy production by 1 and increases my money production by 3. Okay, cool. So that's step 1. Oh, this clears off, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to stick one on it again anyway. And then use my 7 plants to build Parkland number 2. Coming at you. Here we go. So this now has to go next to something I've got going on. So it can go on this side or this side. Is that right? Wait. I did mess that rule up last time I played. It has to go next to something I already own, right? And something else, is it cities? Don't? Do I have to look at the rulebook? I know somebody in chat knows. Let's see if you can tell me before I'm able to find it. I can't remember. Tile must be placed to another tile you own if possible. Look how fast that was. Okay, so I think of these 2, I'll go here. Of these, sorry, I wasn't even looking at the board here. Oh, these 2, I'll go here. Which does a couple things. First, it increases the oxygen level. And then it makes me go up 1 here. And that's all. So doing well on oxygen, doing terribly on the other 2 metrics, heat and oceans. If there are 4 forests, great question. If there are 4 forests, shouldn't there be more oxygen? Well, as far as I understand it, and correct me if I got it wrong, in the solo version, you put 2 cities on here using a setup process and 2 pieces of Greenland, but they don't affect this. So they're just there so that you can, so there's just something down to play off of. And because certain Prelude cards give you like, oh, you get money for the number of cities on there. There's no cities on there, but now there's cities on there, so you'll get money for them. Yeah, that's that kind of thing. They have specific spots which may not have one of your tiles adjacent. Yes, they do. But I thought that maybe it was the cities rule that I messed up. Am I wrong about placing cities? Cities can go anywhere? Let's see, I found that page so quickly last time. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it this time. No such luck. Yes. Yeah, cities can go like wherever the heck you want as long as they're not next to other cities. True? I think so. Great. Cities are the exception. Thank you, Oberon. I should have read your comment first because they can't be adjacent to other cities. Okay, great. Grand. Great. So that was, oh my lord, that was my entire turn. Oh no. So down here in Generation Land, I don't have a generation sound effect. What would that sound like? Yay! I don't know. We had sex. Not these 2. They didn't have sex. That's a child, for heaven's sakes. Ignore everything I just said. Do not capture that as a scene in Twitch. Thank you so much. What would the generational sound effect be, was my original question before I got canceled. Great, so we're up to number 3. Oh, actually, sort of, before I did that, what I was supposed to do was now get income. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 bucks plus 15, so 18 bucks. There's my 18 bucks. And then nothing, 4 plants. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is back down to 0. This switches over to heat and a 0. And then, yes, this comes off. Great. We're fired on all cylinders. This goes up to 3, bringing us closer to the death mark, the 12. See, spicy. Yeah, man, you inspired it, man. You made me go there. I blame you, Varus. It's your fault. Awesome. It's next round time, so we draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I see a lot of green, not a whole lot of blue stuff. All right, there's a blue card. Let's see what they all do. Rad suits. That's probably radiation, not like Rad the BMX movie, starring Nicole Kidman, interestingly enough. Nerds! Okay, so it costs 6 bucks. It requires 2 cities in play. Haha, there are 2 cities in play. Increase your money production 1 step and get a point. That seems worthwhile. What is this scary horror music in space playing in the background? Dust seals. Requires 3 or less ocean tiles. Well, we certainly have that. And what does it do? Just 1 point. That's not as interesting. Unless there are other cards that ping off of these Janus tags that give you more for having like huge Janus. And then over here, artificial photosynthesis. Increase your plant production 1 step or your energy production 2 steps. I like it. It fits. It's good. And finally, the blue card. So I like both of these, actually. If I buy them both, I won't be able to do anything else. Okay, requires 5% oxygen. Boo earns. Decrease your energy production 1 step and increase your money. Not so excited about either of those 2. If I were to buy these 2, I would be spending 6 bucks, and I would have 15 bucks left. Okay. I like this. This is interesting so far. This is, to me, I don't know if you're bored to tears, but I think this makes a neat, this makes kind of a neat, oh, there's 2 bucks on that card. I think not 2 bucks, 2 points. The points don't matter though, right? Because the way the game works, if you do not get this all the way up to 8 degrees Celsius, and this all over to the 14% oxygen, and all of these 9 ocean tiles on the board, points don't matter. Doesn't matter how many of those tags that you got, because you don't win the game. Okay, so maybe I should not be swayed by these, though I am swayed by that money production, because it's always nice to have money. That'll pay out. So I'm going to pay 6 bucks plus another 3 to actually buy the cards. That'll be 9 bucks, and 9 bucks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll get me 9 bucks. So it's a break-even proposition over the course of the game, because it increases my money by 1 every single round. See what I'm saying? The points don't matter, and the questions are all made up. Exactly. Exactly. It's interesting. Would you buy the radiation suits? I don't know. Artificial photosynthesis. Increase your plant production. I think I kind of have to buy that. That's just so in the pocket. It's not an option. Okay. So if I don't buy the rad suits, I think I'm going to say goodbye to the rad suits. It's just not enough of a benefit, and I need the money to be able to do something this round. Okay, so what did I want to do this round? Well, I can't afford the Earth Catapult. I'm regretting buying it, to be truthful. But if I do this, 4, 5, 6, this is why I didn't buy the other card, because I wanted to be able to get this turn. And tundra farming, also very, very useful. Tundra farming, more useful, I would say. They both cost 16 bucks, and the reason I would go tundra farming is because it increases my dollaroos, right? Does that make sense? So let's do that one instead, with an eyeball on Oh, but this one gets money. Wait, let's take a close look. So these three all cost 16. These are the ones I'm evaluating. I have enough money to buy. Okay. This one gets plants, fine. This one gets 4 extra money, and this one gets 2 extra money and increases plant production. Oh, that's a tough one. And it gets me 1 VP per adjacent city tile, which again may not matter at the end of the game if you don't terraform Mars. Points count for nothing. What would you do between these three? You know what? I'm going to... Here's what we'll do. I'm going to take a straw poll. Between these three, if you're paying attention and you care and you're invested in how this game's going, which is a dwindling number of you, I'm sure. Let me just end the poll in case there's some residual stuff. So I'm going to launch the straw poll. Come on, straw poll. Come on, do it. Yeah, there it is. All right, so this is going to be choice number 1, choice number 2, choice number 3. To reiterate, this is increased plant production by 2. This is not... Oh, you know what? This you cannot vote for. This is not in the running because I don't have the energy to do it. So now it's just... So exclamation mark vote space 1 or exclamation mark vote space 2 for either of these two cards. Which one would you do? What's it gonna be? Really, Jaw Wells wants the plant production. You don't care about the money though? Look, there's money. Oh my gosh, I can't even do this one. No, forget it. That's it. That's thank you for showing me the error of my ways. I had to kill that poll because I can't get anything but this card because these both have requirements that aren't met yet. This needs it to be 6 degrees or warmer, and this means that I have to have energy, which I don't have. So, well, look at that. So it's got to be this one. It's gonna be me. Great. Ping. Oh, that one fell overboard. That's fine. So increase plant production by 2. Shunk. Great. See, chat always knows. Yeah, you guys are too smart for me. Because you can just sit and pay attention to the game. I gotta pay attention to foot pedals and troll. There's no trolls in chat, but if there were, I'd have to pay attention to them. All right. So that was. I should have had a marker here to help me. That was the first of 2 things I get to do. And with the past couple turns, I've used this ability to build parkland with seven plants, but I don't have the 7 plants this time. I won't until next turn. I only have $2, so I don't have the money to buy anything except for this one. Added 1 resource to a card with at least 1 resource on it. Does not matter because I don't have any such thing. Okay. Oh shoot. I may have painted myself into an uncomfortable corner. I don't have anything to do with my second go. And that's probably a really bad place to be in solo, isn't it? Oh, great. Thank you so much, Joe Wells, for popping in. Believe me, I will have no more points when you return than I do now. This is, by the way, if you're following the Ryan versus Board Game saga, I'm 0 for 6 so far. This will be game number 7. I'm not optimistic about it, but can you burn any cards? Great idea. But if I burned cards, okay, so djmachv is asking if I can burn cards. You can toss cards for $1 a piece, which hurts because you paid $3 for them. But in tossing cards, I won't get enough money to buy any of these. Look at these prices. 23, 12. I might have been too ambitious, not buying enough cheap stuff. So if I only have $2, I think I'm just gonna have to call it a day and move on to the next one. When's the Tricarian or Anachrony solo stream? I don't know if you think that you're being cheeky, Operon, like as if you'd ever do that. I'm not scared. It's on my brain. Tricarian solo mode has been requested many times. I like Tricarian very much. I know the game pretty darn well. I've never played the solo mode, and there seems to be a lot of, I think this is another David Tortsey jam, and if you know, David Tortsey is a little punk. So we should expect nothing but hooliganism from his solo modes, and I think he designed that one for Tricarian. And then what's the other one? Anachrony. I would love to play Anachrony. Anachrony has 2 different solo modes, and I should maybe be playing, hopefully, possibly, Anachrony tomorrow with some people from the Discord server. Maybe, hopefully. But those are both on the horizon. What I did, the genius stroke I came up with yesterday is I sorted my BoardGameGeek collection. I didn't know if you knew that you could do this, but you can sort it by player count. So then all like the top rated solo mode available games that I own floated to the top. And as you may be aware, Terraforming Mars is pretty darn high on the BGG top 100 games list. So this is the one I chose for today. Thank you for the suggestion, one. slightly cheeky and mostly optimistic. Oh, no, I have not ruled it out. It's very much on my mind, both of those. Mind clash stuff, right? I think I'm going to have to move on, which it's a stinkeroo. So I'm going to get, let's do income $3, plus over here my TR rating is 15, so $18. Oh, so poor. This is always my problem with this game. I overspend and I'm flat broke most of the time when I play multiplayer. So there's $18 there. Nothing, 6 plants, which is very nice. That'll serve. Nothing. Okay. And then over here, we go up one, well, not there, to generation 4. 4th generations. 4 generations of people have lived and died on Mars to bring you this, my 2 beautiful parkettes. Hope it was worth it. Some games play very differently solo versus normal player count. Is there a way to get ratings of strictly the solo play mode of a game? I don't know if BoardGameGeek differentiates. Does it? I know that they have that best at field, you know, where people say like, it stinks at 3, it's the best at 4. But that's, I think, the only metric along those lines that they're tracking. I could be wrong. I don't know. Chat, what do you say? Chat knows everything, so let's ask chat. Great. Here we are. Right. I got my income. I cleared off my cubes. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. I have no money. I should not buy any of these cards, but I'm probably gonna, because I can't. Well, okay, so here's a blue card. Blue cards with arrows on them give you something every single round. However, this one looks dangerous to me. Requires 6% oxygen. Toss. Decrease any plant production. So I could decrease, I believe, the plant production of my fake enemy. I don't have to decrease my own. 1 VP per 2 animals on this card, and I do have the card down here that lets me add a resource to a card with at least 1 resource on it. So, maybe it would justify my purchase of, oh, I'm not even on the right camera, my lord. So what I was saying was, small animals. So a plant production goes down. It doesn't have to be on my own. When it's got a red border, normally in multiplayer you do that to somebody else. When you're playing solo, you can do it to your fake enemy who has 1 million plants. So you just get to do it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I get to put cubes on here that all mean animals, and animals equals points. And this guy lets, I don't know why I took him. That was a bad move. But he lets me put another thing on with a cube on it. So he would let me add an animal to this card. I don't know, I'm not. Oh, but look at this. Lichen. Requires 24 degrees Celsius or warmer. We're not there yet. But that's not... Ooh, that's not too far up the list. Oh, you're asking, for those just joining us, the reason why it's where it is I have only put down 2 forests. These 2 forests are in solo mode. They just kick off the game like that, and they don't affect TR or oxygen or anything. So I started here. I put down 2 forests. Why am I all the way up here? How did I get the 3rd one? Oh yes, because I had a Prelude card that got me up there. So that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm not farther with more forests. Does that make sense, Sandrio? Let me know. I hope I got it right. Okay. Lichen. $7, 24. Potential. Satellites. Increase your money production. I like it. 1 step for each space tag you have. How many space tags do I have? These are the tags on the cards. I have Zilcho, so that would be... That's a pointless card for me. I'm going to put that over here in the probably no pile. Decrease your energy. Again, I have no energy. It's very sad. Oh, no, it's decrease somebody's energy. So it could be my fake opponent who has a bazillion energy. And increase my own 1 step. Well, I do like that because I have cards that require me to have energy. I'm not cool with the armadillos. But what are those cards that require me to lose energy? This one, the commercial district, which I really like. So what I could do is I could do that, and I could do that on this turn. And then I had tons of money to just buy plants like crazy. I shouldn't get them mixed up, should I? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna buy both of these. Oh, I don't know what to build first though. So $6. These ones get tossed. Now we've got a strategy brewing. Okay. So for my turn, the very first thing that I'm going to do, yes, okay, is spend $3 in order to build this, which takes somebody's energy down, the bad guy's energy down, and puts my energy production up. Love it. Loses me a point at the end of the game. I don't know if I have to worry about it. I probably won't get there. Great. Next, I don't have the money to buy this, but I would like to. So, and I can't afford the 16. That'll be another turn, but I'd really like to afford this. So taking djmachv's suggestion, I'm going to, oh no, but wait. Oh, but wait. Oh, I was about to ditch a card for money, but that's not something that you just get to do. That's something that you have to take an action doing. Toss a card for money. So it doesn't make sense for me to do it. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, you're asking Sandra. Or Sandria, oh, does your TR start at 12? My bad. Yeah, Prelude. Yeah, exactly. So you're going to start at 14 in normal solo mode and then 12 if you're using Prelude, which is where I was. Great. Glad to get you caught up. I am one lousy... Oh, no, that's a 10. That's not a 5. That's a 10. I can afford it. What am I talking about? Oh, my gosh. Again, Ryan and numbers. By the way, if you want to mark any of this hot Terraforming Mars action with a chapter that people can use to bounce around the file later, type !M space like generation 4. When we go into a new generation, maybe you can hit a marker and then that'll help people maybe skip through the video later when they go to watch the rerun. Great, so I've built this. I'm very happy about it. I'll try not to lean on this table so it doesn't wiggle so much. And that increases my plant production to 7. And why is 7 important? Well, let me tell you. Now, every single round I'm getting enough plants in order to use this ability, and I can just go parks. So I used both of these, and that was my whole turn. Great, it's income time now. $3 plus 15 is going to be $18. 10, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bang, nothing here, nothing here. 7 more plants. I may have been a little overzealous in the plant planting department. And then 1 energy here, which I will get rid of shortly, and then nothing for heat. Great. Now over here, we're gonna go 1 up on the generation track to 5. And once again, we're going all the way here, and we gotta have like this whole thing solved and that figured out. Whoosh, so much, so much. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get this energy thing down pat so I can start increasing the temperature. If you know the game, you may know that if you spend 8 heat, you're able to move the temperature up. Are there even enough? You know what I didn't look at? Are there even enough? How many times? Okay, I gotta figure this out because wait a second. Maybe plants was just a really bad idea because look at this. You get to do maximum, if you're going up to 12, that's maximum 24 actions, right? 2 per generation. Okay, so 24. And then how many different things do you have to do to terraform Mars? You have to do 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, plus 9. How are you supposed to do this? There's 32 different things and you got 24 actions. So you have to have turns where somehow you're laying down, I don't understand. You can take an unlimited number of actions each generation. What? Did I miss that? Hold on, hold the phone. Wait a second. Shocking. I just wasted the first 4 generations. No, there was stuff I couldn't do with a bunch of them. Hold on, let me just check here. Where does it say that? I didn't see that at all. Starting a terraform rating of 14 instead of 20. Okay, awards milestones aren't used. You have a neutral opponent that you can steal from. Always play 14 generations. Where does it say that? It's a special case. Trying to start with your. Can you point me to that section in the rule book, pretty please, Andrea? Oh, a generation is made up of. Oh, right. That's what I'm confusing. In the multiplayer game, you just keep going and going and going until somebody passes, don't you? Man, boy, this is gonna change things, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to backtrack a little bit then. I'm gonna, look, I'm murdering an entire generation. You're going back to 4. I'm gonna redo my income here, and I think the only thing that I would get is these 7 plants and this money. So $3 plus, so 18 bucks. And the one, thank you. My gosh, that's crucial misunderstanding. The 1 energy. I think I'm reset to where I ought to be. Right, you're totally right. Whew, that changes. That was like, wait a second, I'm not good with math, but I don't think this is actually possible. All right, a turn is made up of 2 actions. You're right, not a round. Hokey schmokies, what a boob. Not you guys. All right, here we go. Well, if that's the case, boy howdy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cube on this special discounted Parkland thing. And I'm glad you caught that. That's great. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better now. And I'm going to lay down this guy right here. Maybe I'll go this way. I'm kind of taking up spaces where I could be getting cool bonus stuff by having lakes there, or oceans. But I'll do that, and that gets me 1 plant. 1 plant, and then back here, that increases the old O2, which we can't do without the sound effect, and it puts me up 1 more in the TR. Great. My gosh. Oh boy, firing on all cylinders now, aren't we? All right. Back to it. Is there anything else I can do on my turn? Probably not. I only have $4. But there was something else I wanted, wasn't there? Right, I wanted to get rid of that crummy card, but I don't need to do that anymore. That'll be next turn kind of thing. $10. I only have $4. I don't have anything super cheap. This guy is no good. Guy's no good. Sorry, guy, you're no good. And now I think I have to move on. It's time to move on. If you catch anything that I should be doing, it's funny because it only now in Generation 4 did it even matter that I could do more stuff, because I think every other turn it's just like, nah, I'm out of money. So I think I have reached the point where I've done all that I can do. I really need to get some blue cards out here so I get more things, more benefits and things to do. You know? I don't think this needs to be here. You're just taking up space. Get out of here. Great. Oh no, you're a tag. These are tags. These count. These matter. These are tags. I'll just remember that that's there. Get out of here. We need space. Great. All right. So now it's time, I think, to move on. So that means that I get $18 for incomes. Woo, hello. Nothing, 7. This is great because now every single round I can get greenery out. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good little engine. Little plant engine. And the fact that I can run it every round is awesome too. Great. Okay, that's that. Up here, now we're going on to Generation 5. Please make the generation sound effect of your choosing with your mouth as you're watching from chat. Hopefully the game's more manageable now. Yeah, you'd think, right? I was like stressing out, like, boy, this is 5 minutes of Terraforming Mars, everybody. Enjoy. Great. Yes. Great. That's up. And now, actually I get $1 more because I managed to build Parkland. Yes. What's going BDD? That's Creative Cloud. Thank you, Creative Cloud, for interrupting the stream. Yes. Now, new generation, draw 4 cards. 3, 4. There's a blue one. We're very excited about the blue ones. The blue one is Space Mirrors. action, as an action, spend $7 to increase your energy production. Very tempting, because I do need to get that energy up if I have any hope of heating the planet up. $36, probably out of my reach. Large convoy, place an ocean tile and draw 2 cards. Gain 5 plants or add 4 animals to another card. And I got rid of that small animals card, but $36, I'm kind of not in the market. Rad Chem Factory. These chems are rad. Decrease your energy production 1 step, raise your terraform rating 2 steps. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Giant space mirror, very tempting. Increase your energy production 3 steps. Super duper tempting. Large convoy, I think we can already rule out because I'm not interested. I can't afford, won't be able to afford for a good long time. But the future planning, right? I know. Okay, here are the choices. Here are the choices. Feel free again in chat to chime in if you think that any of them are total knockout hits. Let's refresh our memory about what we have going on here. Increase money, get more plants. Increase plants or energy, and the energy is looking more attractive to me by the day. Earth Catapult makes everything cheaper, but it's very expensive. Right, I really liked this idea, didn't I? 1 VP per adjacent city tile. Yeah. 1 P, yeah. But if we look over here, adjacent city tile, that would be like 1. And VPs don't matter if you can't terraform Mars anyway, so yeah, less exciting, but I would do it for the money production for sure. The CEO, not interesting. And tundra farming we can't do. Right, we can't do this either, right? Because there's a requirement up here. No, it's fine, it's fine. So interesting, and so I would have to have $16 in order to build it, which would leave me with 1, 3, 4, $7. So what I could do is, oh boy, what I could do, I like all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. It may be crazy, call me crazy, but I'm going to spend $9 on these cards. I'll tell you why. Hold on. I know, you're like, are you a madman? In fact, I am. Because, so that's $9. Okay, we begin the serious business of terraforming Mars. I need to regain $2 somehow by getting rid of some of these duster cards that I shouldn't have taken to begin with. Namely, this guy, no good. Earth Catapult, I am abandoning. I have no hope. And everything else looks so nice, but I need $1 more. Ooh. Well, let's start with these and I'll make the hard decisions later. So I'm going to toss both of those for $2. And you can do that, by the way, because that's one of the standard projects down here. He says toss your patents and you get X for however many cards you ditch. Okay. Why did I do that? Well, let me explain. If I can remember. The reason I did that was because I wanted to build this guy so badly. This guy, and also good, but we can't build him. Great card, can't build it. Fumbling through cards. These are the important ones. These are the important projects that I think are important. They all involve energy. If I can get that energy up, then I can start cranking out heat. And with heat, I can start raising the temperature on Mars, which I haven't been able to touch yet. Oceans, I don't know. I'm getting there. Let me think about it. All right, so what kind of money do we have? We got 5, 4, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got exactly 16 to build. This, I think, is what I really wanted to build this turn. So 16, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in doing that, energy production goes down. This goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. which should help a little bit. And now, if you know what that tile looks like, scream it, because I don't. It's the one that looks like a one of these guys. That's the tile. So I get to place this next to place this tile 1 VP per adjacent city tile. So I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters because I don't have any city tiles to benefit from that. So I'll put it there. A little Euro symbol on it. Great. Looks so nice. That board looks so nice. Some advice is to make sure you have a way to do all of the heat plants oceans. Your plant game is strong, but you'll need to find ways to push the temperature up. I totally agree. I totally agree. So that's why I'm like really looking at these cards that crank up the energy, and the energy makes heat, and the heat makes temperature, right? I just can't get over how ugly the game is, Necro Daddy says. You're not wrong. It got better. It got better with these tiles, I have to admit. But the cards for me really leave something to be desired. And the design of this, the color choices, yeah, it's not a super pretty game. I don't know. It has its charms, I guess. I think Ares Expedition looks a little bit nicer, in my opinion. But I haven't played Ares Expedition. Okay, what are you guys? You guys dork cards? Right, you guys are the later cards. The later cards that I can't really, well, I can buy this now, but it's just a big money thing. Okay, but what I should be doing is, this hasn't been used yet this turn. I forgot to clear the cube off. So I'll do that, and I'll pay $7 in order to build another piece of parkland. So if we go down here, I would get 2 more plants for my strong plant game. Great. Yes, here, 2 more plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that means that the O2 goes up. Whoa, you fell down. And TR rating goes up, which increases the amount of money I get every single round. Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, like Sandrio, if you're seeing stuff that, I mean, good tip. If specifically though, tactically, I'm doing something I shouldn't do, let me know. But I do think I do have a heat plan put together. The oceans, no idea, no idea. But the other thing is that you got to get your money up too, right? Because if your money's at nothing, you can't buy cards, and you can't do anything. So I guess it's like, first you get the money, first you get the money, then you get the plants, and then you get the oceans. Great. Never thought you'd hear me quote Scarface during a Terraforming live, or maybe you did. Maybe you're caught up with my shenanigans. What's happening? It's going to be a pastime. I don't think there's anything I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, nothing of that. I've already sacrificed all the cards I'm going to. So let's take this back. We'll do income. So that is $7 of income plus whatever my TR rating is, and it's currently at 7. So that's $24. Looking a little bit better. 24 dollars, space bucks, buckazoids, Shazam. Nothing. $7, which is as good as a park to me every single round. You're over here and you're at 0 and you're at 0. C'est la situation currently. Great. And then we go over here and we move the generational marker up. Again, in your heads, it was a little bit disruptive last time when you made the noise with your mouth. So please in chat, make the generation moves up sound effect. And we go. We go. Next round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are the new cards. Here are the Glengarry leads. Ooh, oh no. I was like, that makes oceans. No, it requires oceans. It requires 3 ocean tiles. I don't like. Security fleets. Spend 1 titanium to add a fighter. Don't like. I don't even have any titanium. What are you? Increase your energy production 1 step and gain 2 titanium. Interesting, for $11. Oh, here we go. Underground detonations. And that's an action card. Spend $10 to increase your heat production 2 steps. Is that worth it? It's like the other card that I have that increases energy production 2 steps. So where's that card? That card is, I've lost it. Oh, here it is right here. So this one, $7 for 1 step on energy, $10 for 2 steps on heat. This only costs 3 to build. I can't math it. I don't know what's worth it. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I have? I've got $24, and this would be $6 to buy, so it would be at $18. And I could build the giant space mirror. Could build the giant space mirror with $18. Tempting, right? Tempting. Feel like I'm buying too many cards. Oh, thank you so much, Miguel, for the follow. I really appreciate that on YouTube. Thank you for joining one of the multitudinous 16,000 on YouTube. That's a fun number, isn't it? 16,000. I feel very good about that number, and very appreciative to all of you who have clicked that follow button on YouTube. I might as well hit the animation. Here we go. If you want to follow me on YouTube, this is what it looks like. Hoi, ho do do do. And then if you want to follow me on Twitch, it's a completely different button, and it's almost as it's an equal amount of fun to push this button. This one's purple. It looks like that. As I said before, it might make a noise. It might not. You'll have to find out. And this is the current Twitch follow count. It's going up. Boy, this whole stream, it's gone up exactly by 0, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Where are we going? I don't know, but up. Right. So these ones I'm going to pay $6 for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Against my better judgment, probably not a great idea. And it's turn time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in order to build the giant space mirror. Giant space mirror. 1, 2, 3 in the energy. Yes. Now, $1 left, but doesn't matter because look, we can build some more plants. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plant time. Dork. I'm going to build that right there, and I'm going to put a cube on it. Underground detonations. It's detonations as in blowing up explosives. Yeah, new to Terraforming Mars, Kilted Kraut. It's very silly. I think my favorite card in the game is called Deimos Down, which is the flavor text on it says, we didn't need that moon anyway. So what they do to increase the heat of Mars is they like shoot the moon Deimos like a bullet at the surface of the planet in the big explosion. Then there's another one here. Look, when you get the when you get the 3D tiles, you get this 2-parter tile, which I think was a big selling point for the campaign. It's just this mushroom cloud because there's one card that lets you like nuke part of the planet to increase the heat. So it's not you're not always responsibly terraforming Mars. You are a corporation after all. Don't put it past them to do the right thing. The overhead cam didn't switch when you were looking at your cards. Oh, sorry about that. Here is the situation. The overhead cam button is a little harder for my foot to hit. It's different than the other 2 buttons. So I paid for this one. I went up 3 in production on energy, and then I just spent $7 with this ability in order to put a new plant on here. And then I don't think that I have yet taken the 2 plants that gives me. So let's put them there, and if I have, let me know that I did that. And then I increase the O2 up to 5, and then my terraform rating goes up. I think that's everything. Okay. All right, here we go. Hey Ryan, who am I looking at? I can't see because your name is red and it's on blue. I don't know, but I'm sure you're lovely. Cool. Oh sure, ignore my comment. What did you say? We're talking about detonations and explosions. I looked at your comment. I did a whole thing. I showed you a whole piece from the box based on your comment. What are you talking about? Responsible. Nobody said anything about being responsible. No, we're corporations. I am the Ecoline Corporation, which sounds like responsible corporation, but I bet it's not. How do I know? Because it's a corporation. That's all I need to know. It's a little bit of politics here for your stream on a nice Thursday afternoon. So I think that the other thing I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I just spend these and build yet another piece of parkland. Why not? Because I'm gonna get 7 every round, and every round 7's good to me for another one. So spend while you got it. except I'm running out of juicy places to put them. I'll go over here so that I have this for when I build, one day when I build lakes. So here and here, and oxygen goes up and terraforming rating goes up. Those golden cubes are so pretty. Yeah, I mentioned earlier on the stream, they are the plastic ones. They also make metal ones, but I didn't want to pay what did you guys pay for your metal cubes? Was it $1,000? Because I think it was pretty close to $1,000. It was very expensive. I didn't sprung. I sprung for everything else. I sprung for this nerdy thing, which does nothing, just sits there like a lump. And it's especially insulting when you're playing solo mode and it doesn't do anything. And then I also spent extra money on these domes, because if I learned anything from my time playing Alien Frontiers, it's that domes made everything amazing. So that's way better with the dome on it. Come on, you can't tell me. Whew, boy. $1,000. No, I'm not really $1,000. They look really nice until they start to stain, tarnish, and chip. Are we talking about the metal ones or the plastic ones? Because the plastic ones do. I don't have any that I can show you right now because I haven't used mine enough, but oh, maybe this gold one. The corner of it, yeah, it's going to be too small to see, but yeah, the paint flakes off the corners. So that's one reason to buy the metal ones. But I noticed that like stores like, I think Board Game Bliss, they'll sell you the metal ones, and again, they cost $1,000. Great. It's still my turn, but I think I'm almost out of things that I can do because I have no precious blue cards. Blue cards would be a great thing. Look at all these green projects I built. When you get blue projects, they get you things like these little arrow things, so they give you another thing that you can do on your turn. The blue projects that I have to build are these two puppies right here. They both require money on top of using them, but I think they're important, and they're cheap too to build anyway, so I should really think about that. But for now, I think I have to pass. So let's do income. So it's going to be $7 plus, what are you at for terraforming rating? 19, so 26 bucks. $26. Yeah, this is an official solo mode. Yes, you're correct. So this is written right into the rule book, and there's just a modification. I'm playing with one expansion called Prelude that changes your your starting income and gives you a little bit of a thing to build up to. 5, 6, 7, and we have now, thank goodness, 3 energies working up to that heat game. So what we're trying to do, just to reiterate really quickly, is we're trying to terraform Mars by making all these dials go up. So this has to go all the way to the end, this has to go all the way to the top, and these 9 lakes or oceans have to be built on the planet. So true to form with Ryan versus Board Games, I'm focusing on all the wrong things. So I've got a very strong plant game, and I've been building Greenland, but Greenland helps you with points at the end of the game. It doesn't actually, oh, it does actually, sorry, it helps you go up in the O2. What am I talking about? Yes, it does. The ones from Bliss and other places are super pricey, and you generally need to order 2 sets to cover 4-player games. Is that true? They don't even give you enough cubes in the thing to... Maybe I should have bought them in the Kickstarter. Oh well. If I know anything about Stronghold Games, they'll be doing more Kickstarters for sure, so I'm not too worried about it. That's the kind of thing that I did with... now I mentioned Everdell hesitantly because, as you might know, I'm not a huge fan of Starling Games, but they put out a Kickstarter and they had a wooden Evertree, and I'm like, oh, that's extravagant, I would never. And then the next Kickstarter, I'm like, bless, 1 wooden Evertree, please. I might as well get 2 so I have a backup. Great. Over here, it's my turn, so we're going to draw 4 more cards. Every single round you get 4 cards, and you have to buy those cards into your hand for $3 a piece, and the costs of playing them are at the top left. So what do we have? Oh, so nice, but so expensive. Increase your heat production 7 steps. Oh, you guys. Oh, that would be so important. 35 bucks. I'm nowhere near being able to afford it, but man, if I could, that would solve the heat crisis, wouldn't it? Imported nitrogen. Raise your TR 1 step and gain 4 plants. Add microbes and another card. There's animals. Yeah, I've gotten rid of the animals card. I don't think that's too exciting. I think I can rule that one out right now. Strip mine. Down 2 in the energy. Already I don't like it. Oh, but increase your oxygen 2 steps. I wouldn't do that because I'm not too worried about increasing oxygen. I think I've got the oxygen thing on lock. though it would be nice to have some of this construction stuff. These, by the way, if you don't know the game very well, these currencies up here you can use in lieu of money to build certain cards that have certain tags on them, so the space tags and the construction tags. But I think for my current strategy, that's not going to be all that useful. This guy though, oh, let's see the last one. Rover construction. When any city tile is placed, gain $2. That's good in a 4-player game when lots of people are playing cities. I don't think it's as useful in a solo game. So this is the only one I'm really all that interested in, and boy howdy am I ever interested in it. But let me just take a look at the amount of money that I have and what I want to spend this round, what I want to buy this round. I very much like this and I want to buy it. $12. So I would be spending, hold on, I'm going to cash this in just so I can visualize it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still talking about gold cubes over here, but half my gold plastic cubes are tarnished by greasy skin oils and they look bronzy now. Well, that's more of a testament to how grody your skin is, isn't it? Make the workmanship on the cube. I'm just kidding. I have like chameleon powers at the board game table that gross my friends out. Or I can just like, I'm always just sort of like slightly glistening. I'm like Moist from Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, and I can just grab cards like it's my tongue, like, and they stick to my hand like that. It's yucky. People don't like me as a person. Okay, so I want to build this round. This is top of my priority list. And then those blue cards are also pretty high on my priority list. So if I bought the Soletta card, I would have $25 remaining for the round. I'm wondering, did I forget, maybe you can tell me in chat, did I forget to make the generation marker go up last time I collected ink? I have a feeling I may have. Let me know if it's all cool. But I think I forgot to make it go up. Tell me in chat if you're paying attention. I'm certainly not. Oh, great. Noctis farming requires, right, so there's a requirement on that makes it hard to build. There's a requirement on this that also makes it hard to build. Yeah, I like it, and it's cheap. And these are cheap. So what would I need? At the very least, I would need 23 bucks. What did I say I had? So I could do these two. I could do these two. Yeah, I'll save those for later. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, I can afford to buy this. And that's like that's either a later goal or it's like a sacrifice everything now to do it goal. Okay, turn time. You're cool, you moved it up. Oh wait, so djmachv, be more explicit. Should it be on 7 or should it be on 6? Please let me know, because I want to make sure that it's at the right spot, because that's everything. That's everything. Okay, so for $11, I'm going to build this card, and that gets me 1 up in the energy production field and 2 of these titanium resources, which let me buy space cards. And then for another 12 bucks, I can get this guy out here, which increases my plant or energy, and I definitely want, boom, boom, energy instead of plants, because I'm pretty good on plants, right? This was not here. I keep forgetting to wipe that, but now it is here, which means I get to spend 7 bucks building another parkland. Great, so let's put it, I'm just wrapping all the way across the board of this park. Let's put it here, and we'll go here, and we'll oxygen that up halfway to the oxygen. And when we get here, we get to make the heat go up for free. Hooray. And then my TR goes up. Look, is that the start? I think in a multiplayer game, that's where everybody starts for their terraforming rating. 7, I think. Yeah, okay, 7. I think that's where it's supposed to be too, because I think I forgot before. Okay, so that's everything there. Yes, yes, back here. So I'm out of money. But these, each one of these counts as $3 if I'm buying something with a space tag on it. So I'll have to keep that in mind. I have $6, which means I could spend 1. I think I'm going to do this. I could spend 1 and build space mirrors and finally get one of these blue action cubes here, which allows me to take an action spend $7, increase my energy production. Energy production turns into heat. Heat turns into heat on the planet. All good, all good, all good. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So it's time to pass. I don't think I could do anything interesting. So it's income time. So these three go over here. And then I get $7 plus whatever my terraforming rating is, which is 20. So $27. Looking better and better. 25, 6, 7. 007, which is good for another parkland for me. Oh, and I think I forgot to take one plant when I put that down, didn't I? So I'll take one more plant. I'm not cheating, I promise. $7 more here in energy land. Energy turns into heat if you don't spend it on anything, but generally it's, depending on the cards you have, it's mostly only good for heat anyway. And nothing on heat, great. And then over here, I'm gonna remember to move the generational marker up. We're almost, like, come on, we're almost there. And as far as metrics go, we're not almost there. BDM's like, terraform that Mars. I agree, terraform Mars. Okay, back to it. If somebody wants to hit a marker, you can put marker generation 8, so exclamation mark M space generation 8 for those of you who are gonna be watching it again, because it was riveting the first time, so you're gonna watch it again in rerun. No, that's to help other people. You'd be a kind person to do that. Cedrio says, I often forget to move the generational marker too. It's tricky, right? I think you have to program your brain like, okay, as soon as I take my money and I look at my TR rating, that's when I got to move it up. I forget to do it in the multiplayer game, but it doesn't really matter in the multiplayer game. It's just sort of like a nice to have. Just an interesting other data point, like how long did it take us to terraform Mars? One of the criticisms I've heard about this game is that there is nothing distinct that's compelling you in the multiplayer game to actually terraform Mars. And you can just stretch the game out and just make it go on and on and on forever if nobody is being picky about moving these metrics up. Because it's the kind of game where if you get the metrics all the way up, that doesn't necessarily mean you win. Like, you can trigger endgame, but you're not necessarily the winner. So there are ways to circumvent it and subvert it in order to, like, draw those turns out to get as many points as possible, so that when somebody does get to the max on all these metrics, then hopefully you stand a fighting chance. Great. Great. Move that planet. Move what planet? Did I forget to move something? What did I forget? Please let me know. Oh, thanks for the chapter marker. Appreciate it. BDM. Here we go. Next round, we're going to draw 4 cards. I can't show it to you because it's off camera, but there's a nice little card hopper that you get in the big box that keeps everything stacked. Okay, so just to reiterate, I have $28. So here's a blue card. I like blue cards. This one gets microbes on it. That's for points. I'm not so interested in points this game. I'm gonna make an executive decision, the corporation that I am, and toss it. Hired raiders. Steal 2 construction or steal 3 money for $1. So it almost pays for itself. Why would I do that? I guess it's for the construction. I'm not super into that. This, however, yes. This just is $11 plus the 3 to buy it just to build a lake, and I have 0 out of 9 lakes built, so very exciting. Very yes to that. Magnetic field dome. Lose 2 energy production to gain a plant. I don't like it. I've got as many plants as I need, so I'm going to just buy this one. And I think that I should put it into play as soon as I humanly can. But let's take a look at our other options. Again, let me filter out by the ones we can't do. These ones are temperature based and I can't do them yet. Oh, right, Soletta would be so nice. I only have 25, I need 35. That's another future project, but the sooner I get it, the better. Radcam Pet Factory, I don't want to go down in energy just yet. Underground detonator. Right, that creates one of these. Oh, yes. So if I remember correctly, hold on, let me just cash this in for 5 and 5 ones. Just helps me. It's like primary school math, right? When they make you count with the little cubes. Okay, so if I were to spend $7 on the space mirrors this turn, I could spend $11 getting the subterranean reservoir done, and I would have $7 left. And with $7, I could get this guy out. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, cool. So, Here we go. This is not here. But now it is. Duh. So the very first thing is I'm going to spend 7 plants in order to... Oh, you know what? This whole time I've been cheating you because there is a lovely sound effect for putting down parkland. Let me just grab one tile from the... Get out of here. Wait, where should we put it? We shall put it... Oh, no. There's a better order to do that. There's a better order. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Just wait a second. Wait a second. Instead, I'm going to pay this 11 bucks in order to build a subterranean reservoir. So these cards kind of like go face down as soon as you play them, these red event cards. Great. So the subterranean reservoir, I'm going to take one of these things off of here, and it's going to go right here, and I'll tell you why the order was important in a second. Great. And that gets me 2 plants. 2 plants. And that increases my terraform rating. Bagoosh, for making a lake. Does it not? It does, right? Yes, great. Cool. And then I get to build that parkland. Where's the parkland? There we go. And I'm going to put it here. And the reason why it was good to put the lake first is because when you place something next to a lake, you get the following. I'm not looking at the rule book. Shush. No. Shout it out in chat if you remember, because it has suddenly slipped my mind. $2. Great. Cool. So I get $2 and 2 plants for placing that. So $2 and 2 plants. Great. And then I also put a cube on it because it's mine. And I increase my terraforming rating and increase the oxygen up here. And the oxygen increases the heat. Do we have a sound effect for heat? Sort of, not really. I don't know. What something exploding, I think, is the right thing for heat. Great. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. The background music is very fitting, isn't it though? I'm glad that you guys like the background music. I was really sad that I wasn't going to have music for this stream. But it is the bee's knees. Glad you agree. All right, well, that was a lot of stuff. That was pretty good. Oh no, you're right. I'm not allowed to cover the Noctis City space, but it's okay. It's okay. You're right. It's okay. So here, and I'll give a plant back. You're right. Thank you. And then here. So we're kosher again. It's all cool. We're good. Phew. That was a close one. Yes, thanks for the catch. Okay, back here. I do have a little bit of dollaries left. So what did I want to do? I wanted to put a cube on here in order to pay $7 to increase my energy. Important. And then I wanted to pay $6 in order to build this thing. It's all coming together now. So in the future I can increase heat. So that'll all help with the temperature going up. The oceans is still a question mark, right? I don't quite know how I'm going to get the rest of these 8 oceans built unless I come across more cards like those ones. Or you can always pay $18 for an ocean, but it's pretty expensive because I just paid the one that I just paid for. Remember, this one was $11 plus 3, so $14 for an ocean, just to compare. A little water break. Got to keep my voice relaxed. I sort of tense up on my voice, and it blows out pretty quick. I'm not fit for a rock concert, is all I'm saying, for many reasons. First, those tight leather pants don't really suit me. Okay, yes. Is that all I can do? I've got $3. I think I had sort of a cheap card in here, didn't I? No cheap cards. No such luck. I think it's good. I think that's all I can do. So I'm going to take these cubes back. I'm going to pass. Take these cubes back as income time, $7 plus whatever my terraform rating is. So $22. So $29. We're almost in the $30 range. I'll just put $30 up here for now and take one away. Varnas, 0 here, 0 here. and then 7 here. 7 plants. These move over into heat. Now it's all coming together. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my, luscious, luscious. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That's coming together nicely. Remember, it costs 8 of these puppies to raise the temperature, but we also have to raise the temperature a whole pile more times before this generational marker, which just moved up, gets to here. So I've got 3 generations to go up like 80 points on this scale, and I don't know. Place your bets. And as usual in Ryan versus Board Games, the smart money's not on Ryan. Here we are. In multi, you start at 20. That's right. In multi, you start up here. In solo, you start down here. And if you're using Prelude cards, you start here, and that's where your marker is, your goal is. I know this is kind of hard to see. It kind of blends in with the orange. If I lay him down, he's going to skitter off, and we won't be able to see where he's supposed to be. Great, great, great. So my Achilles heel, I draw 4 more cards, but I think it's probably a really bad idea to buy anything at this point, unless there's something just so crucial to the strategy. Let's see. 31 bucks. Well, we can just rule that one out right now, can't we? Plantation requires 2 science tags, place a greenery tile, raise the oxygen 1 step. I don't think it's worth it because I've got my oxygen game down pat. AI Central. Draw 2 cards. Requires 3 science tags, which I have, but decrease your energy production 1 step. I don't want to, not even for the cards. Capital City. So that's max 9% oxygen, and we're almost there. We're at 8% oxygen right now. Check that out. So that's up here at the top. So we could just squeak this card out if we want to. It costs 16 bucks. Come on now. It costs 16 bucks. It decreases energy production, which isn't great, but I can afford it. Increases money production, which I really like. Increase and place that city on. Now, is that a specific city that goes on a specific spot? Let's take a look. I don't think I've ever had that card or ever had to play that. Let me look. Let me know if you know in chat. Is that a specific, like you said, Noctis City, you're not allowed to go there because only Noctis City can go there. Over here, you got Phobos Space Haven, you got Ganymede Colony, but I don't know if this particular named city has to go anywhere specific. Again, tell me if I'm wrong. So it's good to think of. Yeah, that explains starting on 12. Yeah, you start on 12 for Prelude. Sorry if I didn't mention that often enough. That came out way more sarcastically than I meant it to. I did mention it a couple times, but it's easy to miss stuff because I know people are coming in and out. I get it. All right. Why do I care about this? Why do I want? Oh, because of the money production. The money production. Plus, it gets you points for every. At the end of the game, you get points for. If you've got a city, for every greenery tile surrounding the city. But that's points again. Like, I really have to worry about actually getting these terraforming metrics up to the top, and it's not looking good. So so I think, what's under the southern tiles? Are you asking about these ones? That's, oh, so you're wondering if when these things got placed, if that does stuff. It doesn't do anything. You just place them. These aren't supposed to increase the oxygen or anything. They're just there to be there, so they don't affect your TM or any metrics or anything, in case you're wondering. Cupola City can go anywhere. Is it cupola or cupola? Anyway, it can go anywhere you want. I don't want, because that's more of a points thing, and I'm already head below water trying to get all these metrics together to terraform Mars, titularly. Again, I can't do this, and I can't do this because it's not hot enough. I would love to do this, and I almost can. Oh, look, guys. This would be a sacrifice. I'd have to get rid of 2 cards. Maybe these 2 jokers that aren't doing me any good. And then, with that... No, I would have to get rid of these 3 cards. Oh, that would be such a waste of money, but look! I think I gotta do that. Is that nuts? I think that's my play. Or is it? Hold on. Let's think level-headedly. Maybe that's a future turn. This would cost $5, and oh no, I don't have any construction. This would cost straight up $8. decrease that, increase that. Would you go for broke? Would you go for broke and just get Soletta this turn, or would you hang on to your pennies and use some of these in order to increase production? Once again, we are down to the wire. We got 3 rounds to go before we get up here to Doomsday. That's a tough one. I think investing in the future is the smarter move for this round. So, knowing that, let's put these aside for the moment. Soletta will have to wait. But I know what we can do without having to think too hard about it, is we can do this in order to spend 7 plants and put some more parkland down. Why don't we do that while we think, while we give us some thinking time. Oh, lovely, the birds are singing. So I'll go here so I can sort of loop around the corner, I guess. So that gets me a plant and a titanium. And there's a plant. Voila! There's a titanium. Shazoom. Back to here. So that means the terraforming rating goes up, and the O2 goes up. And we're out of the running for a couple of city. Okay, it's 32 cash, right? Because of the titanium. Oh, titanium can be used in the Soletta, you're right. Oh my gosh, look. Wow, okay, this helps a little bit. So I've got these 2 titanium now. So they're each worth 3, which knocks $6 off the Soletta, so that's 29 bucks. 29 bucks, what would that leave me with? It would leave me with $3. And $3 isn't quite enough to do either of these things. I still think it's better to hold off on the Soletta until later, until like next round probably. But another thing we do, check this out, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blam is you can use that in order to at last raise the temperature. So I'm going to go up 2 blam blam because I did 2 terraforming Marsy kind of things, and that's the view from. Oh no, you can't even see it. Let me move the board a smidge. Boop! I'm up here. Actually, I should probably keep the board down here so we can return to that shot later. Because this stuff down at the bottom, as I mentioned, in a solo game doesn't matter. These 2 things, the milestones and the awards, they don't rank. Here we go. Move the marker. Yes, I did. This marker you're talking about, right? I did that? Is that the marker we're talking about? I hope. Yes, sir. Okay, so that was the heat spent. We'll have more heat to spend next round. It's not going to be enough, but I'm bizarrely optimistic. I'm going to put 1 here and 1 here to spend 17 bucks. 1, 2, 3. In order to move the heat up 2 and move the energy production up 1. Okay, that's all that stuff taken care of. We remain with $10, $12, $14, $15. $15. What can we buy with $15? Not this, it's not warm enough. Get out of here, I'm tired of seeing you. Negative 20, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there, we're getting there. I don't think it's going to be worth it when we get there. That was a foolish purchase. Foolish purchase, not frugal at all. Soletta, you will be mine. Oh yes. Could do this. Could do that just for an extra $2 and a decrease in energy. Would you do it? Would you do it? Extra $2 decrease in energy. I want to spend money because it feels like if I don't spend money, I'm not taking like a turn. I'm not taking a man's turn. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Thought you just started a new generation. No, not yet. Thank you though. Thank you for pleasing me. Defund the djmachv. Great. So I think I'm gonna have to pass. I think that's it. So now, djmachv, now's your moment. Get ready to tell me it's almost there. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to take these things off. That's all done. You're done. You're done. I'm going to go up by $7 plus whatever this number is. 25 plus 7 is $32. 32 fancy monies. 1, 2, 3, and a 2. So we got some cash to play with. This is Soletta money we're talking about right here. There's the 2. 0, 0, 7 plants. 9, oh, these go over. Shoop. 9, 1, 2, 3. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5 for energy. And then 2 more in the heat territory. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then over here, the generational marker goes up 1 to 10. And it's doomsday, not doomsday, but it's like, this is basically the shareholders meeting. So they're like, okay, we'll revisit you in 12 we'll all be dead, but you know, our great grandkids at the shareholders meeting, you better make sure that you've terraformed Mars by then, or by cracky, you might not get your bonuses. Okay. Multiplayer, you start at TR 20. Oh, damn, do you? I was like, this game feels really, really difficult. What have I done wrong? Well, well, that would have made a huge difference, didn't it? Look, I started way down here at TR 12, so I've been shorting myself at least $8 every single round. So if I do impressively at this game, I mean, all the more because I cheated myself horribly. I wondered too. I was looking it up. I couldn't quite figure out where you're supposed to start. Here we are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, are we going to pretend that if I had that much more money, I would have survived this anyway? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this heat rating. There's no. What do you think? How many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $80? 80. Well, $80. That's $80. That's a lot of bucks. I'm gonna take the extra TR now. What's the difference down here? So I was at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I don't care. Oh no, wait, there's a fight. Wait. Hold on. Okay, so to be clear what we're talking about, here's something I know for a fact, and there's been a bit of consternation in the chat. Here's what I know. In solo mode, you end when the generational marker gets to 14. However, if you play with Prelude cards like I did, you end when the generational marker gets to 12. That much I know for certain, for cold, hard, indisputable fact. What we're now talking about is where your TR rating starts at the beginning of a solo game, Prelude notwithstanding. And Oberon is saying it starts at 20, whereas I started it way the heck down here at 12, a gap of 8, which is a massive, so far, $80 difference across the game. So, hold on, I'm just hanging out. I'm just letting, BDM is like reconsidering. Think, doctor, what is it? Everyone's like just furiously rifling through their instruction manuals, going to BoardGameGeek. That's cool. I can wait. The question is, where do you start? Where's your TR start in solo? Oberon's not saying you start at 20. What's Oberon saying then? Where do you start? You begin at 14 TR. Ah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's only $20 that I shorted myself over the course of 10 generations. And I don't think, again, even less so than $80, I don't think that would have helped me out here too tremendously much. So you're saying 14. Okay, so it was an extra $2 around. It's been 10 generations. It's $20. It's not the biggest deal, right? Right. Let's put it to a vote. Is it a big deal? No, I won't do that. $20. $20 is $20. It could make a big difference. I've been cash strapped, especially at the beginning of the game. So, wait, why did I go up? So, yeah, that's right. I was here and I went up 2 because I'd shorted myself 2. Yeah, we're happy. Are we happy? I think we're happy. Would have had an effect for sure. I don't know if it would have had an effect. Blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe, because this is the kind of thing where your fortunes are compounded, right? You put in the, might as well give yourself the 20 now. Oh, you think just throw the 20 on there? That'd be nice. You guys are so nice to me. $20 bonus. Well, let's see what I do with it. I'm certainly buying that Soletta now. Forget about it. Okay. Maybe hit a marker. If somebody can hit a marker for Generation 10. The much contested Generation 10 will let the people watching the reruns skip all that nonsense. Great. We get 4 new cards. Yeah, it is hard to say, right, Sandrio? We don't know. Well, actually, wait a second. if I'm 0 for 6 in Ryan versus Board Games, is it that hard to say? I think it's pretty easy to say at this point where it would be if I had 20 more bucks, but here we go. What are our options? Ganymede Colony, I don't like because who cares? That's a points thing, not a Terraform Mars thing. And I'm just trying to scrape by the skin of my teeth. Martian Rails, spend 1 energy to gain $1 for each city on Mars. Oh, that's a repeatable action? I don't know. Cloud seeding requires 3 ocean tiles. See you later. Don't have it. Herbivores. When you place your greenery tile, add an animal to this card. That's for points. I don't like it. It decreases your plants. Nope, doesn't matter. Back to this. The rails. Every round, spend an energy to gain 1, so that would be $2 every round. I don't think at this point, it doesn't matter. Okay, no good. We'll just deal with what we've got here. Okay, so we begin. The previous losses don't count since the rules were wrong. We're back to 0-0. Wait. The rules were wrong. What? Did you watch the other Ryan versus Board Games? I think they were all pretty much legit. It wasn't Ryan versus this board game. This is Ryan versus all board games across the history of board gamedom. And so far, I haven't been doing well. But in my defense, it's really hard to play a game with people in chat and having to control camera angles and listening to this soothing space music the whole time. It's tough. So with Prelude, you start at 14 and end at 12. Good. Okay, great. I think that's what we're doing. I took up the $20 in makeup money, so we're good. Not makeup money, but catch up money. It's good. Oh, you thought it was just TM? No, I have played a bunch of different games in Ryan versus Board Games. The series has included, what have we played? We played Everdell, and I lost. And we played, what's the horse racing game? I always want to call it Last Post. It's not Last Post. The dice game, Long Shot, the dice game, and I lost. What else did we play? I have a whole web page, but I got stuck building the web page because I wanted it to be like a big secret whether Ryan lost or not. So it's in a table and the whole column showing who won, the board game or Ryan. I wanted that to be like a click to reveal kind of spoiler thing. And I don't know how to code HTML, CSS stuff very well, so I got kind of stuck on that. But I don't know if anybody cares. So, oh yeah, Fleet I lost against Captain Ruth. Captain Ruth, that's right. Fair enough, 0-6. Yeah, shut up, Ryan, play the game. Great, here's where we stand, and we're entering into generation 10 of 12. This is it, coming down to it. So I think a really easy thing to do right off the top would be to blow this $8. $8 in order to go over here and raise this, which puts my terraforming rating up and increases my heat production by 1. Boom, step 1, great. Not quite enough heat to do it one more time, but that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Speaking of enough heat to do it one more time, it's Soletta time. So these two are going to be $6 because there's a space tag on it. You can pay titanium for space. So that reduces the cost of this to $29. So I'm going to ditch 30 and take 1 back to build the Soletta. And I thought this was going to be the saving grace of this whole game, but I'm not too sure anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm at 9. So I'm going to be at 10 by putting 1 more cube here. 10 heat. It'll help. It's a thing. It's I don't know. A little too late, I think. And then another thing I can do is I can put this here in order to spend $7 to build Greenland. Not the actual country of Greenland. I'm talking more, one of these things. So, oh, lovely. Here the birdies chirping. I think over here is a much better place because I'll get 2 plants out of it. All right. And plunk this down. So that makes O2 go up. That makes this go up. Did I remember everything? I hope I did. Shazam. I think that, yes. I'm really working myself into a corner here because I can't quite edge around here. Every new plant I build, I kind of had to get a city down. Sort of, right? Kind of really desperately badly, probably. TR goes up for temp 2. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Oh, temp, because I forgot temp. I thought you were saying, I almost freaked out. I was like, you don't get TR to go up for the parkland and the oxygen. That's one thing. I thought that's what you were saying. It's like, everything I know is a lie. No, okay, good. We're good. Great. Oh, what a mess. No, shut Oberon. Oh God, no. Mr. Noodle, no. Relax, we're good. It's fine. Great. Back to here. Oberon having conniptions back there. All right, that's fine. Great. These are still not good. I regret all my past life decisions. The Rad Chem Factory. Man, well, gee whiz, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough going on. I made bad choices. I think it's maybe time to do some of this stuff down here. And I think 25 schnarkies to build a city. Ouchie McOuchie. Well, at least we can say this. At least we can say we paid 20 bucks or 18 bucks in order to put one more of these lakes down. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I missed. I don't know. Because if I put it down here, I'll get 2 plants and I'll be able to put the plants next to here and branch out here. Yeah, maybe, eh? Maybe. Okay, well, let's say that happened. No wonder he's poor, but he's breathing well. You raise the thermostat, that bumps your TR, not the O2. Yes. But I bumped the O2 by putting the greenery tile on. I put this greenery tile on, so the O2 gets to go up and my TR goes up. Right, I hope. If I'm cheating, allow me, because there's no way. Right, so, back here, there's no way. Again, investing in this foolhardy plan. Oh wait, I do have enough money though to do more lakes, and I feel like I should. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Because I could raise the heat 2, and that would get me 15, but it would be 1 shy of getting, you know what I'm saying? Of getting 2 heat or 2 temperature raises every round. Yeah. I'll do it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good idea, but I'll do it. There we go. 2 plants. And my plants are now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then 1 up in the TR. You used heat to raise the temp and did not raise your TR. But when we pointed it out, you bumped the O2 a second time. You already did that one for the forest. Okay, so you're saying that the O2 is supposed to be down, correct? O2 is supposed to be at 10? Let me know what I do wrong. Is that correct? I don't know. Is this supposed to be up? Is that what? The temperature is supposed to be at -22? And TR up 1. Okay, I trust you. Is this where it's supposed to be? -24? Is that right? Let me know. Correct. O2 at 10 and +1 TR. Okay. Whew. That was a close one, you guys. I almost won the game there. That was... Okay. All right, so that's 3 out of 9 ocean tiles. You did 2 oceans, so you owe yourself another TR. Voink. Another 1 because I think I got the first one. Great. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, unfortunately, I only have 7 plants, and my cheapo Greenland thing is already used up, but I'll be able to use it twice next turn. Nuts. Man, what else can I do? I think that's it. I think that's it. I think I gotta go. I think I gotta go on to the next one. Whew. You guys are making me work for this one. Okay. It's cleanup time. So let's take I can't do either of these, right? 7 and 10. No, I don't have the money. So I'm gonna take this cube back, wasted an opportunity to use these. All this energy transfers to heat. I collect $7 plus whatever my TR rating is, which is now at a beautiful 32, so $39. 1, 2, 3, 30, 40 minus 1. I can math. What did I think I just moved this with my thumb. That wasn't really there. So 0, 0, and 7. Over here, it's going to be 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, and 4. And then over here, we got a big old fat 10. So something's shaking over there. And then on the board, we're going to move the generational marker up. If you want to hit !M space generation 11, that'll set a marker that we can use in the rerun to help people. Ryan, reread that Ecoline ability. Oh no. Have I been playing Ecoline wrong the entire game? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I'm catching what you're throwing. It says you may always... Like, I guess that means that I don't even have to put a cube on it. I can just always buy plants for 7. So I had the 7. So I'm gonna get rid of the 7 from last round and just do that. Let's rewind time, and we're back in time to before. We're still in the end of generation 10, right? So I am able to put down one more piece of parkland. Thank goodness. And it's going to go, let's say here. Marvelous. And I get a plant and $2 because it's next to an ocean. So here's my plant, but here's my $2. So it's minor, but I'll take it. Cool. Oh good, so this is the penultimate round. This is the second to last generation before we hit generation 12, and all this work needs to be done. That's, do you think it's gonna happen? That's 6 oceans, that's like 8 million degrees, and a couple of these. Whew. O2 up and TR up. Yes, O2 up. Badoo. TR up. Bagoosh. And if TR is up, that means I get one more buck in the old Mars coffers. Yes, yes, here we are. I got this. Yeah, I got this. That's good. Come on, guys, cheer me on. It's hopeless. You ever do that? You ever cheer somebody on when you know they're absolutely gonna fail? Like your 3-year-old. Like there's no way. But you're like, yeah, you can do it, kid. She's gonna fall. I'm a bad father. All right, here we go. Okay, so 4 more cards. 2, 3, 4. I'm not optimistic about these, but they only cost $3. Farming, $2 increases plants, requires heat, not gonna happen. Arctic algae, when anyone places an ocean tile, that's good for multiplayer, not for solo. Big asteroid, what is this? Raise the temperature 2 steps and remove up to 4 plants. Possible, that's really expensive though. 2 steps for maybe, yeah, I don't know. And then this is black polar dust. Place an ocean tile. I like it. Decrease your money production. That's fine. It's the second last one. I like this. Big asteroid, I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong, I just think that's a little too expensive. $27. I don't have like the titanium to build it. Let's just kill that. I don't think that's gonna be good. So I'll pay the $3 in order to get this into my hand. Okay. Tell me if you think that was a bad idea. I see Fractal Dream is using some sort of hip emote that the kids are all into that I don't recognize, but I'm sure it has deep meaning. I gotta limber up for this last round. Hydrate. Crack some knuckles. Get my neck going. Here we are. Here's second last round. Step 1. Step 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Step 1. Heat. So 1, 2, 3, and a 5 is 8 in order to go up 1, bloop, up 1, dezoink. And, did I have a heat sound effect? It doesn't work very well. It's a cannon. Don't be fooled. Head it off. All the best. Thanks so much, Sandrio, for hanging out. Your presence was much welcome, especially giving me the tip that I was playing the game entirely wrong in solo. Appreciated that. All right, so another 5 and another 3 means that we can come over here and raise this 1 more, putting this up 1 more, making the cannonball sound effect go, and raising the heat production to 11. Grand. Warm that Mars up. It's going. I'm working on it. And then we're going to do it 1 more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry if I'm going like really snail's pace, but I don't want to mess this up. So 1 more heat. This one goes up. We make the cannonball happen, and we're back. Next thing, 7. I was going to say 7 for plants, but no, I think I can optimize that a little bit better. So I'm going to go 20 and take 2 back in order to build another ocean tile. And that ocean tile is going to go right here. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it'll go up here. Does it matter if I get 2 more plants? It does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So 2 more plants, and the TR goes up. Following along with me now? Yes. All right. And then I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in order to construct a parkland, and that parkland is going to go right here. No, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to pay 20 more bucks, get 2 and change, so 18 in order to build 1 more sploosh, which gets me 1 more TR and 1 more plant. Back here, this one is going to raise the O2, and it's going to go up in the TR, and it's going to go here, which gets me 4 bucks in 1 plant. It's really happening now, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 bucks and 1 plant. Great. So some good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 more oceans left. Not very good, but this is a lot of stuff in 1 turn, isn't it? Okay, back to here. What else can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants left. These are going to go over to heat. I've got some money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bucks. 11 bucks. And the temperature is above -20 now, so that unlocks this card right here, Noctis Farming. What does it allow me to do? I'd increase the production 1 and gain 2 plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which would allow me to build another green thing. Or I could just, no, okay. Yes, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to pay 10 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bucks in order to go up 1 in money production and get 2 plants, so that I can then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spend those 7 plants and go back over here. Whew, I put down like 15 tiles in this round. Where's this guy gonna go? The best place for it to go, it doesn't matter, there or there. It does kind of matter, so I'm gonna put it over here because I'm thinking I can throw a lake down there later and get more benefit from it. So I'll put it here to get a plant. First, mark it with my cube. Second, put a plant on my board. Third, go up in the TR. And 4th, up in the O2. I think I'm pulling all these levers and dials. Those 3D tiles are sweet. I'm thinking of printing some. They are quite nice. And you know what? If you don't want to shell out, if you'd rather shell out hours and hours of your time and money for a 3D printer and PLA and maybe even some painting if you want to do that. If you go to Thingiverse, there are tons of different patterns that people have made for tiles for Terraforming Mars. And I remember when Stronghold Games announced this project, a bunch of the 3D printers were like, "But those tiles already exist and they're way better." So that's an aesthetic thing. I think some tiles look cooler than what Stronghold came up with, and I think some of the 3D printed tiles are really, they're really wacky, right? And when you put them all on the board, the whole thing looks like looks like a Dr. Seuss planet, which, I don't know, you might like. Do it in pink PLA, pink and yellow, it might look cool. Depends on what kind of, you know, what you're going for. Great. Did I exhaust all of my options here? I only have $1 left, so likely. I think I did. So I'm going to take my cubes back. There are no cubes to take back. I'm going to take my money. So that's $8 plus 40. So $48 for the final round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 0, which might be a hint about why I'm not doing so well at this game. So 0, 0, and then 7 down here. 5, 6, 7. Over here, $9. No, not $9. 9 energy. So these all transfer over. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then over here it's 11. Blazang. Blazoom. And then here we have reached the final. It's the final countdown. Don't copyright strike me. Here we go. That was probably too loud in the mic. I apologize. I couldn't help myself. I probably could have helped myself. Impulse control is not my strong suit. Here we are. So that goes up. This is the very last round. If somebody wants to hit !M generation 12 or the final generation, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't that the final generation? Was that a Star Trek movie? I don't even know. Okay, here we are. This is it. So back here, I'm gonna get the final 4 cards. Choice of 4 cards that we have to buy into our hand. Advanced Forest Ecosystem. No, stupid, doesn't matter. Ecological Zone, again, stupid, doesn't matter. Trees. At this point, stupid, doesn't matter, doesn't help. Local heat trapping. Spend 5 heat to either gain 4 plants or add 2 animals to another card. Maybe, hold on. So this would be 10, 16. So that's 2 heat right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that would matter. Oh, no, wait. No. That's spend 5 heat to gain 4 plants. So that would be a plant. Then 4 more plants would get me to 5 plants, which would be short of 7. So this is pointless. Is there anything else down here that gets me plants? 1 plant. Okay, wait. Let me puzzle this out again. So I get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5, and these are spent nicely. 2 8s on heat. Great. So these are expendable. I get rid of these. I get 4 plants. So that is a park. 4 more, that would equal 5. So I have 5 here. So I need 2 more plants. This gets me a plant. Nothing else gets me a plant. So this is pointless. Did I puzzle that out correctly? I hope I'm on the right camera view. Yes. You come here for the singing. Boy, Fratical Dream, do I have good news for you. There will be more singing on future videos and streams. You're like, yay! Be careful what you wish for. You may not know it. You probably wouldn't know it, but I fancy myself a bit of an amateur musician. And emphasis on the capital A, amateur. I've been playing piano since I was 13 years old. I used to star in semi-pro musical theater. Oh my gosh. I was a performing arts kid all through high school. So I can't help myself. I'm actually going to... And that's what I'm worried about, the voice. I really stress my voice out doing these live streams, so that by the end of it, I'm going to sound like Tom Waits. Will you break out the sad broken keyboard? I will break out the sad broken keyboard. I'm planning on 3D printing, as you know, a replacement D key for the thing. It's fine until I have to play a D, so I have to like switch keys depending on what I'm playing. I'm also learning guitar, and I'm equally terrible at that. I wouldn't say equally. I'm better at keyboard than I am guitar. I'm terrible at both, and you wouldn't know it, or you wouldn't think it, because I've been playing piano since I was 13 years old, so that's what, like 4 decades. I can't math, but I should be way better than I am at keyboard currently. So this, I think, it just doesn't puzzle out properly to be useful to me, so I'm going to ditch it. Tell me if you think that was a bad idea. So the easy thing here, that's 16 heat. 16, so that's 2, bloink, bloink, far, far short of the goal, dunk, dunk. Oh, and 1, 2. I already spent so much on getting the base game and expansions, I just can't justify buying the big box. I'm with you, totally. I'm really sparing because, as you may know, I'm super broke, so it's time to play the violin and do a little shout out for the Patreon account. There it is. So that's if you join me on Patreon and if you have a little bit of bucks to spare and you think I could either go to the movies and see Dear Evan Hansen, or I could put my money to good use and maybe toss a couple bucks to dear old Rai Rai, I'd really appreciate that. What do I do with that money? Well, I have an article series that I run every single year called How I Spent Your Money. Mostly groceries, but other stuff, I buy other stuff, and sometimes I'll spend it on games or Kickstarters. So I'm very sparing with the Kickstarters I back. I know some of these YouTube posts, they'll do entire things on like, here are the 9 Kickstarters I backed this month, and I'm like, wow, it must be nice to be rich. I'm not there, but if you join me on the work stream on Tuesday, you'll know that the channel doesn't quite bring in the kind of scratch you need to be able to support that kind of habit. I'm sparing in what I back on Kickstarter. This was one of the very few things I backed on Kickstarter, and I backed 2 things this year. I backed Everdell, made by Starling Games, a pox on their house. Please steal the game if you possibly can. Don't give them any money. And I also backed My Father's Work from Renegade Studios, and I'm really excited about that one. But I've had to say no a bunch of times this year, and as you know, there are a bunch of Kickstarters coming out this year that were really like, oh, that looks delectable, that I had to just show some restraint. And the latest thing is that if you know this game, look, this just came back in stock at BoardGameGeek Bliss. I shouldn't tell you that in case you want it and then you drag stock down and I'm not able to get it. But my patrons last year, as a Christmas present, pooled some bucks and gave me a gift certificate to BoardGame Bliss, which was very, very lovely of them. I spent it on Zia, which they recommended, and it was a fantastic recommendation, and I can't wait to play Zia for you on a stream, because it is a cool game. It is just, it's pure fun. It's pure fun. I love it. And I'd like to get the other stuff, so then I went, it finally came back in stock, and I'm tallying it all up. It's like, oh my gosh, it's almost like, not quite $100, it's maybe $75 to get a couple of extra missions and like 1 ship and some gold coins that I know I won't use in the game at all, but I'm a completionist, damn it. Tricky stuff. Game comes with gold, not gold coins. It doesn't come with gold coins, it comes with metal coins, which is quite a classy move, I thought. Great, let's put some graphics up. Look, we have increased by 0 followers this stream. Tell me what I'm doing wrong in the Discord server. What's the Discord server? Well, let me show you. We are, all right, and now, did you break out? Oh, that's the same comment. Nobody's commenting, nobody's watching. It's okay, that's fine. I'm not doing anything interesting. Anyway, back to this, the thrilling conclusion to Terraforming Mars Big Box solo play on easy mode. Goes something like this. I don't know. Right, okay, so a couple things I could do. I could spend 20 bucks again, 18 really, in order to go back here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 lakes remaining. Let me just get my sploosh. Where's my sploosh? Oh, but you know what? One thing I didn't consider, and I may just do a walk back. Hold on. This lake is pending. You seriously considering Zia? You should seriously consider it. I quite like it. Now, unfortunately, the folks behind the game are really busy with their current Kickstarter now, so they weren't able to get me graphics so that I could make a how to play video for Zia, though I'd love to do that. So maybe when they're less busy, they'll be able to pony up some pics and I can do that video. It's not like I don't have enough other stuff to worry about. If you caught me off the top, you'll notice that I was saying that I'm working on currently this thing, Trinity of Rain, that's coming out next month on Kickstarter, speaking of Kickstarter, and also Rolling Heights from AEG that's coming out on Kickstarter around the same time. So those will both appear on Rado's channel. And then on my quote free time, I'm working on Catan Seafarers, how to play for that, complete the trifecta. And then following that, it's all goes well, I'm looking at doing On Mars, just to keep you apprised of what's happening. What's happening? Okay. The reason why I'm stopping here is I forgot that I could get plants from the board. So when I went back to this card that I rejected, let me just math this out again. If I were to do this, I would have spent $3 on it. I would have blown all these useless heats because it's the last round to get 4 more plants, which would put me up to 5 plants. And then boom, 6, 7 if I put this lake up here. So that is worth it. So what I'm gonna do, if you'll allow me to walk that, I'm gonna pay for this card for sure. Ooh, this is place an ocean tile. $15, eh? It's good. It's good. Okay, cool. Back to what we're doing over here. So I will place the ocean here. That gets me 2 plants. Stick with me now. Stick with me. 2 plants. Blazam, blazam. Yes. I will pay $1 to play local heat trapping, which lets me get rid of these 5 heats and gets me 4 more plants. Why did I put them in there? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that means I can do this twice. That'll give me 2 greenery tiles. Oh, but I don't really need 2 greenery tiles. That's not optimal at all. Well, we'll see what happens. So, okay. So first greenery tile, why did I need 2? I didn't, in fact. First greenery tile is going to go over here. I put it down too tight. What was underneath it? It was 2 plants, right? Yes, 2 plants. There. And then the second, and this goes up, and this goes up. and then the second greenery tile. Oh yeah, On Mars, if you and Sure played more. We had the game out, we had On Mars out on the table for like a week for our 3rd game, and we just never touched it. Part of the problem was that we have 2 cats, and Pippin the cat is the one who likes to jump up on tables and mess stuff up, as cats do. So we laid tinfoil over it so that he wouldn't jump on the table and mess the parts up. And then with the tinfoil over there, we kind of forgot about the game too. It's out of sight, out of mind. So we didn't play it that 3rd time, and I had to eventually pack it up because we had to get Trinity of Rain out to the table to play it. The next, doesn't really matter. Whatever gets me the most stuff. This gets me the most stuff. Another plant. Another plant. Dodoink. So I should have 1 more plant for the other one. 2 more plants, right, for the other one I put down. I don't think it'll matter. And then over here, I forget, do I increase my terraforming rating if I don't increase that for placing greenery? I forget. I don't think I do. I think in order to increase your terraforming rating, you have to be able to increase one of these metrics. And since this is already on the top, I can't do it. So I don't even know why I did that. But let's just say it's to make the board prettier. Fine. Back to here, I think I can play this for 15. Black Polar Dust. Decrease this because it doesn't matter, it's at the end of the game. Increase my 1, 2, 3 heat production, that doesn't matter, and place an ocean tile. Okay. 2 ocean tiles remaining. Oh, I also get, what did I, no I didn't. I also get $2 for, did I put this guy here in this turn? I think I did. $2 for that, and a plant. I think. If not, like, I really don't think it's gonna matter. $2 and a plant. And I'm almost at the end of my tether. Look at all that. So, oh my gosh. I think 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What can I do with 14? I can increase the heat with 14. Might as well. 14, just so that I don't look super duper pathetic and blank. Boosh, there's heat. Cannonball, please. Yes, and one more. And I think that's all she wrote. I think that's it. Abject failure. Hold on. Let's just take stock of how I did. Let's just take stock of how I did. So I cheated myself money, which could have been the major factor in losing. Probably not, but here's where I got. I got to halfway up the temperature track, all the way up, but just barely, just on like the last move, I got like one excess piece of parkland, and most ocean tiles, but I paid the expensive price for them almost every single time. So down to two ocean tiles. Can you do any better? I don't mean to sound like this kid in the school. Can you do any better? Yeah. No. Have you done any better? Have you played Terraforming Mars solo? I know a few of you have. Tell me in the chat. Like how many times did you have to play this before you were able to actually effectively terraform Mars and then start counting the score? What's supposed to happen, by the way, is after you get all those 3 metrics up, then you count up your score. And I was reading last night, and people were like, no, I only got 87 points, so yeah, it's not that good. Here I am rocking a 44, and I didn't even win the game. So my gosh, Gato is unhappy. The mutants of Mars have now died. Yeah, poor kitty, poor Pippin the cat. Pippin the cat was really sad this week because there was a recall on the cat food that we usually get the cats from Costco. And we had to like throw it all out, which was like the worst day in the cats' lives. And then we bought them, you may know cats are very picky eaters. So we bought them a type of food that they don't like at all. We don't buy them very nice food. We're not very nice to our cats at all. I don't really want my cats to go into old age. My friend Pam would kill me for this, she's a vet tech. I don't really want them to die of old age because that's when you have to start buying them like surgeries and expensive vet work. So the food that we buy them is just this just the trashy stuff that you get off the shelf at the supermarket. So I joked with Cheryl, it's like feeding chips to our cats every single day, and they get mad when you give them anything that's healthy that has like ground up broccoli in it or anything like that. So it's just like, yeah, the cats are all mad. Get us cheesies. Like, okay, fine. They held us hostage, so we got them a nice big old bag of Whiskas, and now they're pleased again. They're happy cats. Short life, happy life. Die young, leave a good-looking corpse, cats. Sounds good. Great. This was Terraforming Mars Big Box. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'll do the little thing where I show the stuff and the graphics. We'll get rid of the subscriber count because that's embarrassing. Nothing happened. And that is the Discord server. I think most of you are already on there, but if you've never joined us, finally played the solo mode of Z a few months back, and oh boy, was it rad. I want to know more. Joe, also, was it rad? Because I want to play it really, really badly. One thing I'm worried about though, or was worried about, is that Zia is a game where you're putting tiles down, and unlike Terraforming Mars, which has like a defined border, you can't really go out here except up to Ganymede and Phobos. But it kind of grows amorphously in unpredictable ways, and my camera angle is fixed, and it's really hard and gross and tacky and difficult to set that camera like in the middle of a stream. So I was at first worried about how I would handle that, but then the last time I was playing, I was sitting there at the table at a more oblique, 3/4 down view, and I thought, oh, well, that makes sense. I would just have a tripod over here and have the camera looking at it more from that view. And so some stuff might be a little bit farther away, but I think that's okay. I think that would suit that game well. I don't know, you'll see. It might be an unmitigated disaster as usual when you check it out on the stream. Cool. Does anybody have any last words, any final thoughts to say about Terraforming Mars or the Big Box or anything we've discussed today? Let me know while I take a drink. Normally I'm supposed to raid people at this point, and I did that last couple times, and I'm not going to do it because I still don't understand it, and I don't think I did it properly. So I'm gonna still, the verdict is still out on raiding. So instead I'm just going to leave you with the normal finale. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you join me next Tuesday for what might not be the Work Jam. It might be something, if you can believe it, even more exciting than the Work Jam. See you then.
Did you just watch that whole thing?
Oh, hey, To 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe, and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.